with Sami Jemfi. And these are people who were very vocal when the NDC were in opposition. They did not allow these people who are attacking them today to have a free ride. So you see that Sami Jemfi, they were using facts to counter these Kofi Tontos, Kofi Bento, Kwame Sefokan, Kwaku Baku. They stood still. They used the facts. They were vocal. Sam George was very vocal when it came to issues about communication. Sam George was very vocal when it came to issues about communication. Sam George, at the point when it came to anti-LGBTQ issues, he was very vocal. There are so many people who hated them because they stood up to the government of Akufo-Addo. Okuda-Ablakwa was very, very strong. He was firm when it came to monitoring the president's travels and how the president was using and wasting money. So what you are seeing, you are going to see a lot of it. And most of the people who are attacking these people, they are the old people who feel, say, why didn't I get the position of these kids when I was at their age? When you listen to them, it is not even about the issue, because the honest truth is, who the fuck cares about DSTV? Who the fuck cares about DSTV? What is DSTV to Atadwa or Asengregwa? What is DSTV to Eno Boatima or Eyedie for Subia or Norton Yadwa? What is DSTV to Livingston Aunyo? What is DSTV to them? It is nothing. But when it comes to data, the minister was able to negotiate for data. Data is a necessity. DSTV is not a necessity. So if the government of the day, another minister, if he had failed to negotiate with MTN and the telcos to give Ghanaians better deals when it came to data, I would have been disappointed. But the minister was able to negotiate for data to be reduced. So that one as a necessity, because Mami bi otisirem aton edien sogum sama me no oyusu phone e de friend ba e de send momo e de into that Mami ni hia data. Into negotiation data hono, I stand say it's a necessity. So with that you can challenge the minister, and he basically excelled in that. So why should anybody who is reasonable say I've been to school, I am intelligent, and you spend hours on TV across the nation? Why? Because DSTV. How many people watching me tonight have DSTV? 99% of people who go and buy DSTV decoder, it's all because they want to watch Premiership. That's all. They want to watch La Liga. Most of the channel now with DSTV, 99% of them are all repeated channels. They are repeated shows. The content are repeated. Go to their National Geographic channel. Go to their movie channel. It's the same. They don't show any extraordinary thing. The majority of people are almost Premiership. Choosing DSTV is you. A decision you make. It is not the government's burden. Sam George Soriano Pado really is this statement or catch a Ghana for say, you know what? My response responsibility is to make sure that as a communications minister, data is cheap, and I have done it. As a communication minister, the internet is safe, and I'm doing it. As a communication minister, cyber security, we are protected as a nation. As a communications minister, my job does not cover reduction or trying to negotiate for the reduction of DSTV subscription. So I am sorry to DSTV and Ghanaians. I don't want to be part of it. Are you going to install the minister? You have nothing to say. You have nothing to say. That's all. So I don't get it. Then you go to Joy News. And then, Mrs. Yeah. Then you go on Joy News. And then you see someone like Kofi Kapito. He's sick. He's going to die. He's sick. He's struggling to survive. They see people like Sami Jemfi. Yatina Ghana ha. Now you need to be a friend gold board. They been by Ghana da. The first time I need to be a gold board, and the first time I did Sami Jemfi tuano. But you saw the commentary that came. It wasn't because of the gold board. It was because of the person that you didn't see. No. Some people in Ghana felt to say, "Oh, you're a small boy." Why? This boy was too loud when MPP and NDC were in opposition. Why should he be given a position? It wasn't about the gold board, which they know that gold board was basically going to protect our natural resource. Gold board was going to try and stop through its measures. Galamsey illegal mining will not be attractive to other people doing illegal mining to get black gold. Gold board was going to put rules and regulations in place whereby gold that were being smuggled out of the country, our borders will be so tight to the point people will be forced to sell the gold to the government. Gold board was in to make sure our gold gets value. But what the conversation wasn't about that. The conversation was Sami Jemfi. That is where we are. Then we moved to Okudjato Ablakwa as the foreign affairs minister, another young person. And then it started. Okudjato Ablakwa, the pain is because Okudjato Ablakwa was checking the Kufuor's government. Under the leadership of Okudjato Ablakwa, who was appointed by John Dramani Mahama, restriction that was placed on so many countries around the world by the United States. Okudjato Ablakwa and his boss John Mahama have been able to sit with the American government, whether a deal or no deal, for such a huge restriction to be lifted. He gets the credit for that. Some people are just pained. Why? Because it is Okudjato Ablakwa. It is that guy who exposed the Kufuor's foolishness. It is that guy Okudjato Awunenino, Awunenia Buana, or me who se Kufuor with Jimmy, nor rented jet, or so per jet shower room. Why should he be given? Why should he even do that? But the business community, the international community, the people who are into travel, the people who are doing diplomacy, they know the positive impact of trying or having a restriction like that lifted from your country. Go around the African nation. They are asking him, how did you do it? And these are things. So you jump and you come to Sam George. Sam George, we will destroy him. So you see failures like Kofi Kapito, failures like Kofi Bentel, failures in the MPP. These people, you see them are DSTV. They are all old people. They could not achieve anything in their life. They look at these young men and what these people have been able to do to get to this position, it hurts them. It is pain. A hatred. So you see them all jump on the boat. Who the fuck cares about DSTV? In 2016, Kofi Kapito and his checks, his fools, his dogs were on the street camp demonstrating. What were they demonstrating about? They were demonstrating, one, for good water. Two, they were demonstrating for the dollar to come down. They were demonstrating for against corruption. They were demonstrating to get a government in that will steer the affairs of this government, this country. They were demonstrating that people should take control and that things they did not see right are supposed to be fixed. That was why Kofi Bentel, a dog like that, was on the street with Kenoforiata, with Kofi Bentel, and those useless people. Why are they today concerned more? They are concerned their concern is about DSTV and not what we are looking at, the interventions the government has put in place. Why do you think their priority now is DSTV and not this government coming to power? 9 months, the dollar dropping from 17, almost 18 to 12. Why are they not worried and saying that what magic is this government doing? Our debt has reduced. Today, as I speak to you, inflation in Ghana, single-digit inflation. We are sitting in Ghana discussing DSTV. So you see, Jimmy. It is pain. It hurts them. Me when I come to Ghana, I don't give a fuck about DSTV. The only time I remember some heard DSTV, maybe at Chelsea, Manchester. That is the only time I recognize DSTV. But DSTV, what does it do for me as a Ghanaian? What does it do for me? It does nothing. So why should we sit and make it look like DSTV's issue is a national issue? The minister was trying a very decent, humane gesture. Or see, this is my position. Let me try and see if I can help Ghanaians who are paying so much for this TV subscription to go down. That's all. It's not John Mahamadi Ejumama Sam George. DSTV responsibility and count. So I don't even know why Sam George is trying to go on radio to defend himself on this. If I was Sam George, I'll put a statement out. If you're a DSTV subscriber and you want to pay the old subscription fee, pay. I have done what I can do. Finito. If you feel like you have the money to pay what you used to pay, pay. Among folk of airplane, your economy, your premium plus, your DND, your first class, your business. You choose the home beto. Obi to minto DSTV or tinifie. And or shed or her toys. One also want to and also subscribe to DSTV. Why should Sam George carry that burden? So to me, I am angry because Sam George is trying to overhelp, wasting energy on people who are stupid and don't even know their priority. These same fools who are on TV speaking and saying, Sam George, DSTV, tomorrow they'll come and tell you we want to protect. Speaking and saying, Sam George, DSTV, tomorrow they'll come and tell you we want to protect local content in Kwasiafo. You are here fighting for DSTV and you want to protect local content. How do you do that? This is my problem with these idiots. You should not be surprised because my catch on authority. 90% of the people watching me tonight, and because of DSTV, no. Kevin, Ghana, catch there. And the Chinese for BC, China Mall around the nation. Every single place you go in Ghana, there's a China Mall. The vice president na no Pokwajiman Okwa Santimemu, a Hona Ghana yedidwa kese. Edwa sebi onka osi yesi na ye ma no kotim didwa na omo so etumi ensa ko ma no no. Yegya edwa ne guo na airpro. Oba tan a oye vice president say those markets needs to be open. As we sit, Ubetuma Kain, a China Mall say what Kumasia, a say local market. We are sitting here discussing fucking DSTV. Who cares about DSTV? The moment you leave the shores of Africa, DSTV is shit. You have no idea. Nobody knows DSTV when you leave Africa. What is DSTV? What is DSTV? Sam George was trying to help you people. So We cannot make it look like that. These people on TV now are a minority. We don't agree, and that we have summoned the minister and DSTV. The stupidity of it. The stupidity of it. We want DSTV, NCA, and the minister to come to Parliament. They are wasting our resources. Minority, Jimmy. Why are you summoning DSTV? Why should a Ghanaian waste their time on DSTV? Then a DSTV contribute to your national budget. DSTV again of the Magana. People's choice. So Okona koto DSTV decoder. It is koto condom. Either say obeshe now prevent pregnancy and diseases, and also obeshe no and also benya yare. Two things. Choices. So koto DSTV decoder and now pay subscription. It is koto condom. There are two reasons, or so many reasons there. To condom. The main reasons here too. Sa obeshe na obano. Yinsane on yinsane. And that too. Odebabo who buy every area. That's the two reasons in the condom. You can also choose not to buy condom, and then go the hard way and face the consequences. So at this point, majority of the people have decided to take the hard way by subscribing to DSTV. Pay the money. So if the minister is trying to help and the DSTV guys are saying we cannot do anything about it. In fact, Mr. Minister, we know we operate in your country. We have a license. We know you are trying to fight for your people to drop the price, but we cannot do anything. The minister says, oh, thank you. I'm sorry. My people, I did my best though. You know me. I'm paid as a normal civil servant. I'm in the office. You voted me into office. In fact, DSTV negotiation is not part of it. But I tried. Mr. Minister, you walk away. That is what I want some judges to do. Walk away. If any Ghanaian feels they still want to pay 870, whatever, they don't want to downgrade, whatever, just pay what you were paying. Because before some judge came to talk about DSTV, you people were paying. So what is the confusion here? Some judge, bed, sleep. Enough of the talking. Please let them go and pay what they were paying. In fact, if some judge and Coach Chambe release a very decent, straightforward statement, Ghanaians, I apologize for trying to negotiate on your behalf. Ghanaians who are subscribed to DSTV, not all Ghanaians, Ghanaians or DSTV subscribers in Ghana. Myself, the minister, and my ministry, we are very, very sorry for trying to negotiate on your behalf. At this point, we believe that most of you subscribers still want to stick to the old paying system or payment system. And we believe that what we tried to do was to save you a little bit of money. But it's looking like the controversy surrounding this conversation is making it look like we are interfering in DSTV's work. So we as a ministry, we want to focus on the main job, our core mandate. And that is protecting your security, protecting your cyber security, protecting your telecommunication, protecting your data, making sure you pay less for the... Please. So I really appreciate your effort and all the statements coming in. Thank you. Honorable Sam George. See, the next morning you go to cabinet and meet your Mr. President. What are we doing as communication ministry? This is what I have done. What is this brouhaha? What is all this nonsense? There are 99% of Ghanaians who hear DSTV that already or DSTV. Oh, to Ghana to see another winning jibbo one. Oh, the DSTV you can stream every movie on YouTube, on your phone. On your phone as a Ghanaian, you can watch DSTV. You can watch DSTV. You can watch YouTube. Every movie you want to watch, you subscribe and you watch on your phone. You don't need DSTV. Even the league, the Premiership, you can watch the Premiership. I have this app on my phone. This app. What's the name of the app? It's called what? What's the name? It's called Huba. Huba. That's where I watch my Premiership. Majority of the time, I'm playing soccer. Normal Premiership. I watch it on the field. I don't even stay home to watch Premiership on my TV. So what is the big deal that the whole day, you say they know, Joy News. See the time DSTV released a statement. After they released the statement, 3 minutes later, they released another message. You watch Joy News, you're like, they have put letters or statement and saying, look at the time frame. The first letter statement from DSTV was at 1:25. Now, when you move forward by 1:28, DSTV released another statement. Now, when you look at the wording, I say, hey, you people get time. You people get time. Jimmy. Majority of the media in Ghana are waste. Bernard Avle. Now, I say time. Only Bibiaka. Because the government is working. There are no faults. They don't have any scandal. They can't do jandam because we are here. Until they are stuck. They are looking into, and the Ghanaians should be angry at NDC government because DSTV anti so more bottom. Sometimes I feel bad for Sam George. You see, Sam, let me tell you, the office you occupy, Ghana for you are not working for DSTV subscribers. The energy you are wasting granting interview because of DSTV, you are basically wasting our resource. You could have put that energy into something else. What you tried to do with DSTV was a gesture. Obedient to me, show. From tomorrow, you can release a statement and say, whatever we have had with DSTV, whatever conversation, it stays here. Whatever statement released, DSTV subscribers, you can take it or leave it. That's all. When you go to DSTV office to go buy your DSTV, whatever, the price is there. Pick which one you can pay and move. And I take Ghana and Jimmy, you wasted time. The minority, they have a lot of time on their hands. I'm telling you. The NPP, as a political party, they have so much time on their hands. They don't have anything to do. Because you gave them 8 years, they wasted the 8 years. So they feel, say, any nonsense. Let me tell you something about multimedia and specifically Joy News. The associated Joy News Abedruha was one. Jandam that was covered or packaged like truth. And that's no cray. Now their problem is that they believe, say, how they used to carry themselves in the media space as Joy News, or multimedia, that thing that they had, it is gone. It now, they were expecting Senka NDC bar power, The NDC was going to use them to rebrand them. And how do you rebrand them? By, at the end of the day, the government falling for them and paying for them to do the government bidding. Now, you see, this government is doing what is right. So this government does not need to pay any media house to go and tell its story for the government. The government story is being told through the job of the government or the work the government is doing. Now, Joy News and multimedia, right now, their agenda say they want to use sensationalism, sensational stories to be relevant again, and it's not working. They be a documentary about Galamsey. They be a documentary about something. They are trying to get the attention of the Ghanaian who today knows to say Joy News is fake news. Multimedia is fake news. And see, they are doing everything possible. That's why the last time I told Agyapong, don't give them any money. All that they are doing, they want you people to come and give them money. Don't give them money. They can spew the nonsense. They can reframe the stories. They can tag the government. We are Ghanaians. We know what we see. We know how we felt in 8 years and how we are feeling today. Nobody in the NDC government should give any money to multimedia or Joy News. Don't give them. What they are doing, and the government will quail and say, at this point today, we need Joy News. From the way they are giving us pressure, they are not doing anything. Do not give them any money. I know what they are doing. The advancement says Kojo Youngsons and Tiana Kojo Youngson will catch and say, John Mahama is saying, say, they are buying illegal gold. So it is all about they are not fitting in the competition. Media General has set the standard. After Loud Silence Media General has set the standard in Ghana. They are trying everything possible to fit in and they are not fitting in. So they have dwelled on sensationalism, and they try to always make nothing look like something. This DSTV story, media house pie, you will not spend more than an hour on it. Why? The NDC government should not pay a dime to Joy News. They are criminals. They are thieves. They don't have the numbers. They don't have the credibility. They are not fearless. They are not. They are money takers. They are extortionists. That is what Joy News represents. They want to extort from politicians. And the strategy they do, and then they say, they can pick a story. You see, since it's the NDC about power, suddenly, Joy News have no story, only Galamsey. Ask yourself why. Because they know, say, every sector of the economy, the NDC is performing. Now, that Ejuma Ekufuado Mobeye, you know, the aftermath of Galamsey for 8 years, they know, say, the Galamsey fight, you know, you cannot use 1 year or 2 years to fight. So that is easy for them. Anything that they spend about 70% of their airtime. Let Ghanaians think. On say, right now, what they are doing is they pick camera. Normal kunkurasi. Say, can we beach the President Mahama? Now that's what Joy News does. They pick cameras and pick mics, and then they'll go into villages and say, Galamsey, can we beach the President? Or we are piecing it together, say a documentary. Hey, Ghana communities are angry. They are asking the president question. It is Jandam.
Sure.
So this is what they are doing. And they are creating the stories, and they are believing in the stories, and they want to force the stories on the people, but the people are wise now. So what stadium what TV3 is doing, you see, and media general, perfect. Sometimes they fool around, and I say it here. But there's one thing they have been good at. Good, and they said they've been consistent. So media general say, you could say sometimes, majority of the time, no, they are consistent on the matter. It is not because Obina Akofa Bantra, it is because it is something that needs to be discussed. But so who's a Joy News an agenda that has been cooked by a group of people to make them be in the news. And it's not they be Joy News. Now look at what they are doing at City, Bernard Avle. Another up and coming corrupt politician, journalist. They pick and choose.
And then the other live show
look at Bernard Avle. Bernard was a right, straightforward thinking guy. No, today he has become another journalist. He sits there, sensationalism. DSTV. And have you heard about this? And yesterday I was walking somewhere, and some farmers are saying these are things that you are pushing yourself through. The government is delivering, and we need to let the people know what the government is doing to change their lives. And they are there for everyone to see. None of these media houses discussed inflation about single digit. Inflation is at Abedu single digit 9.4. The NDC power in 2025 January. Now inflation and 57. This is supposed to be discussed. Yaka inflation nyoma boarding eduania boarding atiaba from 9.4% in the history of Ghana's politics. Abambia niwa wetumi aya consistent in fighting the inflation than the NDC government. And today what are we doing? We are discussing DSTV. And you call these people, say, they are seasoned journalists, Bernard Avle, Evans Mensah, these clowns. That is why we are here. These same people are the same people who were hailing Ekufuado. Bernard Avle, no one count. They were the ones sitting every morning, they wake up at 4. Bernard Mo, almost 4 o'clock. No more reading, no more taking notes. No more better TVs, no more reading action. Say, wait, yeah. No, they are not smarter than you. They are not smarter than you.
Yeah.
We lived in this country where nipa ministers the omu nyomo omu yeti kroma ma asla betina TV so. Ema yebusa asla wusu say Airtel Tigo or say they're hanging in there. These idiots from Bernard Avler to Evans Mensah and these cockroaches, they didn't even have a problem with our national asset. Asking a minister what has happened to Airtel Tigo, or say hanging in there. Now kwasia obi to horse today. Somebody is saying by Sam George's body language kwasia for DSTV. And the utie minority for sometimes when you hear some of the things they say, give me something. Here BB.
The majority side, that's Simon's meetings.
Did you
if
speak directly to the chairman, indicating your interest to have the communications minister appear before the committee? Did you do that?
Come again.
Did you speak to the chairman of the committee, since you admit you do not have the powers to summon Sam George before the committee? Did you make your stance known to the chairman of the committee so that he can trigger that summons for Sam George to appear before the committee?
That's exactly what I said. We actually fixed a date. We're going to meet Sam George, we're going to meet DSTV and all parties involved. But unfortunately for us, that was when the tragic incident happened. Yes, we did. We visited DSTV.
And what was the outcome of that engagement?
You see, the engagement, that's what I'm telling you, that Sam actually put up a committee. And according to him, the committee was supposed to negotiate between or mediate between the ministry and DSTV. So we didn't want to actually rock any boat. We just thought that fine, since the committee was working, let's allow the committee to come out with whatever they are coming out with. And when they came out, Sam now held a press conference. And at the back of that press conference, we pointed out to Sam that, look, you have failed Ghanaians because you've told all of us that you were not going for anything apart from price cuts. And you were looking at...
Because of DSTV, Sam George has failed Ghanaians. Such a foolish politics. When I know, I said, baby. We are not serious as a nation. At your age, you know, they see Sam George, he's very, you see, Sam George, he banters a lot. And you can say, sometimes in Ghana, we see such people as, why is he a minister? Why is he bantering? Why is he confrontational? Now, they are not even dealing with the issue. They have a problem with Sam. But the same people are MPP from Kwasiafowe. Aslawusu ekoton Airtel Tigo. Ni ebusa se oton ma hwan. Scan ni enya wo so. On chechire mu nchire or say it's hanging in there. Keno Forata in Washington DC street so. Sika Keno Forata be di wo Ghana ewiaye. Onam Washington DC street so. Joy News is omunte omunhuye. This is what I talk about. The media, no, you cannot trust some of them. Girl, you host the show, a very nice lady. They be no addresses that they watch Harry Potter movie. No, omukutekuta accent me. And what did you say? So when you went to the meeting, what Mr. Diana moje dear draws in a show. I draws in a show. Apart from draws, before Flobia and show be. Now, my dress say the more active Harry Potter movie. My betante news back over ready. What the ribbon about trim? Wash a white. What the tire boom? Wash a sleeveless. Wash a bodice. Wash a brazier which wash a corset. Wash a dress. Wash a skirt. News back.
Big Kevin Taylor.
News back. No be can you? Wash a dress. What the skirt at so and I wash a others. The same person, what she seems was here. What about bodies? Asa boko set atoso. Adi white shirt atoso. Adi blazer atoso. Asa about tie. Adi ribbon about him. Asa the microphone. News bako. Nanka kuku president today and then kabe. Erade. Aya dross bako pen a shamu fruit of the loom bako pen. Erade nyame. let's move on. Forget about DSTV issues. With Jimmy. Now, this man yesterday spoke on a year. Hey, and before we go on, please, I'm very sorry. Let me do this. Sponsors. These are our criminal sponsors. We are criminals. I'm sponsor the criminal segment of this platform of this show. With all due respect, your segment, your friend of the criminal segment. These are the sponsors of the criminal segment. This guy is called Prince Ofori, aka Fanti Comedy. Or your comfortatory and wabwatma. When you see him, be very, very careful. Or a dangerous human being. Or a dangerous human being. Or kaso on your president to be kuno. Una najua bon hu bain. Or a dangerous. You doom light no huno man tema bon hu bain. Obetumi ekun obetuma bawutuo enti hu na anadwo no nkwana ma bon ho ban efri no ho or enipa or enhu ehu our friend Fanti Comedy, very dangerous human being. The second sponsor, criminal sponsor on the criminal segment. So we you're the criminal sponsorship segment and then you know we your friend say Obama pokuase ni diangasa de Daniel Adomako your friend say Obama pokuase or maba mienu me the picture about small girls mienu we 12 will be oteno guy send me the stuff we so another criminal and the police for in semunti ojina court ono so or the tuo bomb any a woodie gudema no say MPP for be meji na omonfa enkodi ewu your friend say Obama the dianga say I want a Ghana card so no Daniel Adomako or another dangerous criminal. You have to be careful, baby. Abehunibiano, Sheniye. Abayo, your friend Yaira Abil. This is our third sponsor, the criminal segment on Loud Silence TV. Without due respect, show no. This segment is called the criminal segment, and these are the sponsors of the criminal segment. Your friend Yaira Abil, where's your Abayo Sebio, or no snow Camrantia, Omoka say, Omopeso Muku president in the Nigeri, into Uhuna, Bon buying. Adiasa no na monam bantema bon ho ban because onyanipo bekuno or a dangerous human being. Sebio abayo we wawre ne maame nan me no ka say ya twa ne maame nan ma ne maame dadam. Or da ho yi ne maame nan anadwu bia sofo aka che
Kevin Taylor.
Enso onka ne numu asem na ne maame ho nto no osida bi obawi maame ne na kopenso maame ne bewu. You see maame no wa tantan to them. Girl we your friend Yaira Abew Aban action emende ogina court cheche ni nsemu nti uhuna anadwo ahwe ohuye wo ye bema na obesrawa na okwa hweniye obetum de drogu onsem o nipa bi a okwa sekan hye no ho oyoba nipa bonefo oni am robbers ene ye adwuma obetum be betwawo ewia wo nyoma afa ho nyoma dwan ni din e de Yaira Abew ono so or sponsor of this segment. In fact, man we so your friend Paul Adomotri about segment where your friend the criminal segment sponsors no na me dey chiro no.
Hey, Kevin Taylor.
Man where your friend Paul Adomotri honestly one of the sponsors of the criminal segment on With All Due Respect. Also OSP ehwehwe ni nsemu ni nyina ne say Ekufuado ema ni dwumadie ma di Ghana Airport Company. Yo a year Christmas tree any nyoma bia obo krono. It on paper he's seen as a criminal per the Office of the Special Prosecutors. The document, his charge sheet, Paul Adomotri committed a lot of crimes as the board chair of Ghana Airport Company. He's under criminal investigation. Wherever you see this guy, be very careful about him. He's also another potential jailbird. So we need to treat him as a potential jailbird. Paul Adomotri, Onusu Onye, you, whenever you see him, be very, very careful. Wait. Sponsors no ono ene El Capitano. Segment way your friend the criminal segment. Omo sponsor ni but abrantie way na the sika no doors wom because ono na ye krom for tetu am aboaten. Ono na odie way your friend Williams and Nefi Sapon. Williams and Nefi Sapon obotuo okunipa or the edrogu nkofo nsem na enye no nkwa na oye osaye internet fraud. Or a dangerous human being, or any papa and mame, and the decide you madino. Uhuni baby a bon ho buying, okuni pasie. Wakosi bibi or say a clinic, obukuni power, boy way, your friend Williams and Nefi Sapon. Baby or say any clinic, your friend a Spintex DN clinic, a nipa no mukunu ho. Williams and Nefi Sapon onye or your comfortation mwabwating. Ne papa ensunye, papa no so eye kromfo a abrante no ye internet fraud or no eno ne chesika no papa we and the wenya stroke that still connect on the phone so na order ho air the a defrauding call for ne papa ni ono so kan ne cartel no ho we mu air sponsors of the criminal segment on Loud Silence TV. Ne maami ni ono so air another sponsor ewo criminal segment no ewo sa show we so maami we one air Williams and Efisa Pomo and a bo sa krono no ono so another very serious thief una show huye. Into Abrante way segment ni nyina no ono na ne sika dawson your friend Williams and Efisa Pomo. He's an armed robber, a dangerous one, an internet fraudster. Do not allow this guy in your homes. Do not allow this guy in your car. Do not allow this guy anywhere in your offices. He's a dangerous human being. He kills to survive. He defrauds people. That is the end of the announcement. After this short break, you debate him. Mr. Yemfan. All right, now there's this story I want us to talk about. Team. All right, we're good. A year Endra yebebo video bi wo ha na MP we efa a year abayua na KNUST assistant headmaster eden nsa emiemia abayua no school ni akwara e magana fo nyina ye hu video no nipa bebresem esefim ye na a year MP we sebio your friend David Von D ekotena TV so ewo one of the TV stations and make it comment to be. Na sebio nipa na efum nipa enso na sebio opacho. Endra and some of kaya me better na TV so my nyina ya no ya yesefim ye. Eka say oh be ma titiru say ya osaye MP de yen kasa sa. O kan sembia enye ensem a wo say repeat wa ha. Na de na o kan nyina endra nyina no kire say eye de ye hu no TV so headmaster na eden nsa twetwe akwara no ewo akwara no so akwara no nufu no sebio ono de na o se ohun bibi boni bia wo ho ebia yemfa ne setama na okọ radio no so no pana na ade nchinsa entina na adwene mu nhyeda nda ho ende sebio nipa onim nyansa ene nunu ho epa achewo ende ono ankasa babontene abeka che Ghana fo se nsem o kan ye ewo Adum TV tama na omuye show no de ode Ghana fo nyina oda obi anim esre Ghana fo se wankasa yi ebia na emra okasa asem no wanhyada andwene ho anko ekire ebia na osore ye nkyeye na adwene mu nyambie ye nti emane kansem bia na sebio sansem no enye nsem na nkani se oka nti asema oka na endra efa akora no ne eye de papa no ho no sebio sansem no watwe asan na osre Ganafo nyina ene ne constituency nyina opa omo chew se sansem no oka ne de sebio entwa yi na oye bema na osaye bema no sebio yetete ni Kristom ena sebio yetete no sebio ewo efipam nti so foma sebio enya din ma no se obe ka kire Ganafo nyina anaso obe pa ye nyina chew se eye nano ene paaye intende or the apology aba na me hu ni se de waye no kire se oye matured human being obi o ha oya de na e ka se nye na sebio twesan kra no na afi na odwine to nanso papa we koda sebio odaye a odwine ne nsem oka ho no ohun se sebio wankasa yi entwa yi nti ende anopei why press conference ede sebio pacho ana apology aba akire Ganafo nyina nse asam ne de wanka ne yi nti osre Ganafo nyina na no asam enie.
Portions of the statement I made during the discussion was taken out of context and was placed, and it was all over the place, which of course was suggesting that I sided with the head tutor in the relationship he had with the student. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want to plead with all of you and to all Ghanaians who may be watching me now,
it's not funny,
that if that video played by Adum TV brought any discomfort to anybody, I apologize for that, comment. However,
damn you.
Yeah, nipa bi organ, nipa bi owiase a wapache wo. Unhia however bia. Mo ana ya na mo pass mo ma mo ho. Edu bebribe ana suatra no ene na say mo.
Yeah.
You apologize for the statement if it was taken out of context. Now one gaso aba be chirem say de wo kan no one kan ye a unhia however bia. Ahantan be kumo. You have apologized. You are sorry. What are you defending again? However, for what?
Yeah.
When we want to help you people, we cannot even help you people. However, the best so
yeah. It's see why.
However, now the babe can fake accent and the tutor the become why a what patch out yes atiasie nipa na fom. Mukosua bro for kitikiti na did these small girls are move TV so ambrem wase what can sem one can ye one way see ye and no ade achi and I obetwe one way see ye what patch out. However, now the best show no the show higher ding. Why not tell school ben akoye? Don't you understand apology? You don't justify things you have done when you are apologizing. You don't justify it. Oh, man can say ye. Sebio in some mekano, nipa biji manusi bone, but me some Ghana for say man can say ye, obian from me born in chemi, madam wasi. You walk. However, no the yeding. Just say, you give me too much. She atra. Sadia in Kauso kind of cassa wutim. So we and Zimani and what can in Zimakasem. So we are Dagatina, what can a Dagatim? We are Fantina, what can infante? So we are a Kanya, what can a Kankasem? What be Jinawe and the tutor and a dear no, a dear Namoje. I am with Yabo say, Lion Crada, Lion or Tiakukoti live, yes. Lion King, or Sakuko, or the Wangasakuko Fifi, and Mamma Akuko. Or Chenidisi Abobo Yamu de by Yase, Ebe Kanti, Lion Crada. Nipemo now bro Fwaba, CNN, Al Jazeera, Obias on the camera, Lion de Akuko Free. Nema Miako na come and sa and a lion ye Akuko Contrabaco. Akuko Batanya Kusiashen Yum and a lion Tamakono, a scene in Nasu Abobo Yem. And no different fear deche. Lion Crada or the Akuko sin in Nasu. Or Solano Pa 5 Eddie BDF fan ho Edman and Nimu and or de Eddie and Clay and if you find a noom when you chin a sing Lion Solano Pa when Gare Nito can kind and or then your fan hona or the Clay fan noom and or the Nema Miako sin in Naso Tana Bobo Yamu Eddie backpack side pack as a born yum or then the phone shame and or the Trabobo Yamu di bay yase Ebeka Kokoti live on national TV Lion 2 hours a Nuna Lion Emre, Nadia na Woji. Lion cry emre. Lion King, why emre to ho? Akukotia can yum, a dear pa na moji, what pa chow, however, all the yedding. Intenianum, with ye. Your young foot, Sebio Sakurajan and Nagu Nanswa, Yen try and I know, Yahoo near Tiakorano. MP, who's a wooden. Now, me assure says Uncle Siadi on your beam. Answer no bekasa no obedwene ho ansa na wakasa enti moma nyina mfa nche no na ya make sure say yes assistant headmaster no ya twena so but say gender ministry no any police for aiding so some be headmaster no na prosecution has started. I really appreciate gesture no and I say move no from the gender minister. I'll be following up on this matter enti yes ramo mo kasa radio so TV so aya mo hwama no kakra na nipa de mo call aban mu Sandy Panana especially my den abafi medamase. Now, however, mudiamu mujimi no. However, this is another story quite interesting, and it's got to do with this guy. Ghana ya bodamana. Ghana yenim nyansana. What is our problem as a nation? Yeah, sorry and nah. Yes, see, chairman of the planning committee for the Christian Council of Ghana's upcoming ecumenical convention, Koku Anyidowu has underscored the need for clear communication and stronger media engagement to promote better understanding of the council's mission. Koku Anyidowu is crazy. Koku Anyidowu is mental. He's mentally retarded. Koku Anyidowu is an FM. He's a full mental person. How can Peace Council go that low and take somebody to say Koku Anyidowu? He is going to politicize the Peace Council. Now Peace Council say you make Koku Anyidowu the chairman of the planning committee. Koku Anyidowu. Akwawoya ohuria na yesa ne take aba wait we ni we psychosis Koku Anyidowu na adwene nya adwuma yi
adafonom se o join ni live show na wabomodin emia like button so de amayin on subscribe and so na wa ne sa de amayin high trending GH celeb so and we are following Kevin Taylor on Loud Silence Still TV. If follow show no na comment be a one so ya de amamo. Ti won so wo comment be now dey go. Comment section ho no e de aman yenko to a show no so.
Koku Anyidowu tumi hye shoe. Akwa ne ho bon jaw to wey. Ono time onya tumi hwa nkwase ade odi tumi ye Koku Anyidowu. Edie na wo Koku Anyidowu a e was a Peace Council and say planning committee chairman. About 9 years onya adwuma da otifie ena na Gabi mu na hwe no. Na Gabi mu hwe no say police dog. Koku Anyidowu. Na about 9 years to 10 years otifie. Ye yi na di wantuma page adwuma bi because oni CV papa bia. Koku Anyidowu onya adwuma be 9 years. He has just been snitching and surviving on crumbs from Gabi and the MPP Kufuor. So who on Peace Council can say this guy or was so clean or a respectable person or said the better Christian Council chairman as planning committee? When Jimmy Peace Council wana? Into little respect to the Peace Council, no, you have thrown it to the dogs. Koku Anyidowu. Na Ghana for sorry no passe asemesi enti epobi mana betena se akirechiri ma ye nyina akoma to enim Koku Anyidowu. Koku Anyidowu odofunu chan ne ba Koku Anyidowu odofunu echa ono ane yemu ba
dabi
akwa we na ware oba brim oba epam disi abontene Koku Anyidowu odofunu chan ne ba ne yire oware no Koku Anyidowu. Such a despicable ingrate. Now a whole Peace Council akwa we nya adwuma 9 years ribu say atamels de ndien de okuta pamphlet baako ena ne tu fin ena nkwase akeka ochina we sofo adecha a counselor the next day he's an interpreter next day not a Twitter outburst nkwase akam steps or a politician. This guy is a political waste. Obe say Peace Council no ono ne wiase oba no atamels funu no ope o. Say yentu atamels funu manenweye enum nsuo gusu a ne ho ntono ne vitamins ni atamels funu Koku Anyidowu ne vitamins ordinam wiase eya atamels funu say yentu atamels funu amana anwe anum nsuo anum wi antoso a ne ho ntono. How can you pick a full mental individual to come and lead Peace Council? Edie na mo hwe yenti amuyi Koku Anyidowu. Takwawi. Edie na mo hwe ho amudi yi no. This guy is a piece of shit. Only standards bia.
Koku Anyidowu is the leader of the Peace Council.
Kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a Coalition Center na kobo electoral commission for ho baye den eman. Se wani kuma Kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a Coalition Center na kobo electoral commission for ho baye den eman. Se wani kuma Kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a Coalition Center na kobo electoral commission for ho baye den eman. Se wani kuma Kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a Coalition Center na kobo electoral commission for ho baye den eman. Se wani kuma Kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a Coalition Center na kobo electoral commission for ho baye den eman. Se wani kuma Kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a Coalition Center na kobo electoral commission for ho baye den eman. Se wani kuma Kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a Coalition Center na kobo electoral commission for ho baye den eman. Se wani kuma Kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a Coalition Center na kobo electoral commission for ho baye den eman. Se wani kuma Kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a Coalition Center na kobo electoral commission for ho baye den eman. Se wani kuma Kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a Coalition Center na kobo electoral commission for ho baye den eman. Se wani kuma Kokoda. Se wo hwe na w kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman
Yenyandai Adafunum, we are following Kevin Taylor on Loud Silence TV. Now, just commenting on whatever he's saying. Inti also will comment be a fugu comment section honum. Am I as the program is going on? Ubanswa na walike video no ede amai. Uba na walike video. It's very important. It helps YouTube to push the video to others for us. Nti se all live ne so currently ana umia like button so ede amai.
We are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akorbedu Taylor. We are live on Loud Silence TV, live on Facebook, YouTube, also live on radio tonight. This is another story. These are things our system media no Kevin Taylor pa mi jaye juma we ya de na be si Ghana. Se me ka se juma we ma retire me jaye de pa na be si. Me my Ghana odo a me wo mamo. In some no doors so here some be hu. Me nim dia me nya biemu. Se se me nim ghost me nim TV we, me nim platform ye dum na. E be de na monya information. E ham yo. Me sorry de bia na me dwene ho. In some wo ho a wo se Ghana for media ni chire mu chire mo. E wo so mo dwam e ma mo ti ase na mo se na ye bu man no moto a mutua no de e be no mato no o ma ba bontene aka chire Ghana for say ye be fa soldier ye be fa nipa. We a young man who pe soldier akọ we wie SS we wie eye polytechnic unya soldier obekọ emre ne du e wo se radio for the chire mu. Na de e wasem we nyina fa John Mahama ban no ho no say from titi ebesi Ekufuado abreso emre bia nsi se aban bi te so a ye be fa soldier aban no ahyeda akoto page wo graphic mu ede de requirement akotum se kohwe na di nkan hu nyoma ye be hia ansa na why adwene se opese oba soldier waba se sia no NDC aban no emma amembuo mu ada ho fan ete se abrewa bi enum. And in the history of the Republic of Ghana, Ghana armed forces, omo etumi ayeden ato page or daily graphic mu. And recruitment into Ghana armed forces no entry requirements for 2025 recruitment exercise. Almost befa nipa. Inte se no say nipa no befa no region bia befa nipa. First no na ye befa nipa ewo military and as a soldier. Yes, obi amra nkran obi amra kumase na nipa bi tenkran ni kumase ejisika ebunko fofa so enyemo ma and John Mahama ban say eya region bia no ye ba be fa nipa wo region bia into region bia be recruitment center or not a recruiting center into eya NDC aban ama soja adwuma soja na ye be fa na ebeye fu ebeye mre into tia sankregwa enwa ne se obetwan wo region ho ye ba be fa nipa no ho and ye fra na wakọ ho no akọ submit de forms uti Greater Accra ye be fa Greater Accra for Greater Accra Ashanti region for ye be fa Ashanti region for Accra into John Mahama ban ne say under John Mahama ban no almost say ye be fa soldier for afiwe ya which is about 12,000 and over soldier for region bia no be bia won men to kwan ban kran ye be ba region abaye recruitment ne free ho na eye soldier juma nankasa no mo be kire mo regional baby a recruitment no ekoso. Now before that kra no Ghana military force say and the auto daily graphica uko eye page 34-35 omo the requirement bronika bibi requirement eno a wutie mi apeso obako soldier eja obeso obako soldier and the John Mahama emu ada ho obi abetima ko soldier bi o say nyoma e wo se sebio eye nyoma e wo se wo passe nyoma e wo se wo ansana ede soldier no ye betumi afa wo mu no ye friend requirement special requirement de ni nyina akogu graphic mu auto and the daily graphic na page 34-35 de egu ho obia anko kan we a young man obeso ko soldier Compare daily graphic, you know, now read the requirements, the general eligibility, your special requirement. Ning now, hey, me a friend me a kwabram wating, me call SS. Okay, almost me here SS ni, or me here SS ni or pass say a be a 4 subjects. Okay, almost me here be a only over 20 years. Okay, almost me here be a ne height to say. Okay, or me here be a only police record be a wakubo chronoda. Sa requirement no, kwane ko ready. Into what we ready we. Na so who say we de efa me kwa me pass it ya be fa me a na fe na why den wako akoje e forms na wako a part of the recruitment. Into Ghana police, a Ghana military under John Mahama no emu adaho emu den adaho se say so ya be fa region ya be fa region by region. Intimate how we so kumase me bankran obi be catch us brankran ne mfa soja oboa afiwe aban we be fa soja for over 12,000 soja for the money different from aban akọ abanyina say this is the first time ye baba region to region abefa nkofo from region into town region now read the requirement no into read the requirement ni wi Peace for a casa requirement. I can't get no ma. I was Sebio who say, your flower, Ube to be ye anoa, or pass it. Region B, I ever for soja. But I say, now, a year, me and my boss, Erastus, as a redonko, and the UTAG. For abonabaso na abaso body nyina efa eye senia we si ne bo enibre kwan so eni adin kwan so edi dwuma odi boa edi galamsey hu nsensem ebreye a Ghana ye nyina yagye atuma yasomtwe ende you tag for say omo bo Erastus asaredonko abaso de bia meka che Ghana for Erastus ya me boss on ne kyerem dwuma de we minjina baby ada emunenim tia eno so nkyere se me boss oye bibi na nya menka me no ka say me boss o text me de bia me boss oye de ya meka e na oye de enye so ameka e na obi anim si bia me do me boss eye Erastus asaredonko intende me bo me so me boss abaso ejuma de ne de nya de obi abetumi ayeden a stop no and maka kire me boss say it does not matter who is in power, what he needs to do is to do his job. I would never have an issue with Erastus covering the illegal mining in Ghana. Never. Say, NDC it's not power 42 years. Not Erastus Kase or cover illegal mining for 42 years. I will still support him. And Erastus should not be selective. So who's the NDC Nibi Gala? He should report it. I will echo it. That is what good journalism stands for. In Timeno, every day I make my team they check on my boss's page, Erastus' page. Anything be obe post be update on Galamsey be Mr. S. Today he didn't give me any story from Erastus' page. Anything be obe post be concerning the Ohunu on the ground. When it comes to the fight against Galamsey, I will post it and speak on it for Ghanaians to know Ejuma Oye. And they be American boss. It does not matter who is involved. Hey, say John Mahama, say Ekufuado, say J. Ekufuo, say Kwame Nkrumah is involved in Galamsey. Now cut down now. Tell me. Report on it. We will speak on it. Inti Erastus Asaredonko deserves this honor. He deserves it. Me who say MPP4 are tagging him at a point. I'm going to find a picture be about US. Menini try Erastus were recruiting Kevin Taylor and they are doing a bidding for the government. Erastus Sanyomano ono watra. Nkoko ni abrantie watra. But say I ono watra sadie we. It is Sanyomanyoma na moka for no nti o. Ono obo adwuma so na adwene nya adwuma. It Erastus almost all recruiting me. It's what we have to do is we need to prove to them say start recruiting now recruiting no so let us report on the matter. But say no obebo adwuma no udwa kwa the citation in here. Thank you very much. And I'm proud to be part of Erastus. They be me to me home. Inti every day no me ni beje say me boss no. Otumfo said to am not there. It is true. Sit down and let me tell you something. Erastus said about you so only 10 grams and the voice a kitty be or quiz master. And quiz master or you good too. School from St. Anthony. Can you explain this? Erastus is a hard guy too. Erastus citation ni. Or say, UTAG, citation in honor of Mr. Erastus Asarodonko, aka Bosse. Uja kwa. Or say, ace investigative journalist with multimedia group. For your fearless, fearless. Erastus Ungwao. Now, multimedia ankasa they are fearless, your money takers. Erastus is fearless. Multimedia is money takers. They are extortionists and yet fearless. Multimedia is a criminal entity. But Erastus as an individual, hey, don't go there. As investigative journalist with multimedia group, for your fearless and professional journalism against illegal mining, inspiring national action to protect Ghana's environment and setting a standard for public interest reporting. Bro, for that day, my man Sanfani Bium, Mivian Bejum Ewasantim, Sanabea, Sa Kumasa form any Erastus to one Omuhuna, Omus Sebio Abranti or Dijumama Ghana. Citation in honor of Mr. Erastus Asarodonko, ace investigative journalist with multimedia group. For your fearless and professional journalism against illegal mining, inspiring national action to protect Ghana's environment and setting a standard for public interest reporting. UTAG, 22nd. Oh, and the encounter UTAG for quite some. Into UTAG for and this citation way, Emma Ayami boss, Erastus Asarodonko. The UTAG for you can say, almost Erastus Asarodonko. On it, Eddie, join news for multimedia ye Jumano. Sabio, Eba Obia, or did Nakuma, in your dinso, or down what dinso Nyansa, Apomudin, and Nyansa, Yamida Bono, Rigdremu, Edifit Trifitri. Ashusha galam say mun sam ene krono ani pa bi bo say yansase ne yensuo say abotan insutini ene sebio akwaya omu say omu Erastus Asarodonko say wetu no wasiwo ewo nyame mu a ode na koma fita kroji make sure say eye sebio ye man no yensuo no ye pepo no ye kwaye no otumi ede bo ho ban ne dwuma dia odia ode eniadin so ene ne fearless no odi eniadin so eye a otu wanamo ene ne action a odi bo eye den Ghana eye den environment eye de be sebio ye kuro no ho ban ene eye den certain standard for public interest reporting odi ne hu esiwa sebio nipa bi ehwe no ho ede anya enkranhye ede anya etu omhofo ede aye dwumadi a ebeboa akekere Ghana abo Ghana sebio ye kuro no ho ban ene ne efre no eye setting a standard for public interest reporting wa ma nipa bi akono aba eye ensem a ye kofa beka ana ye kote beka ebedwudwam ema ewiase ne Ghana efa ne ntoma pafra enti yutakfo se de omohunu wo eye Bosse eye Erastus Asarodonko mu no eno na medwudwama PZ for atiase enti tom say oh sa brante no abo edwuma ya say mone o comfort kroma muhu comfort no so mfaso ende yaten kran ama nkran for UTAG omwon kran ama Erastus abosobode enso ye nkofo ni bi asantememu edi na tem all because of politics the Erastus ye nyina ne say oboye nsuo ho ban oboye kwaye ho ban oboye nsase ho ban se ne be ya kwase bi ote oso ya MPP ni di na tem no okobo jantra na owo a na de ba na nyansu panom de oya no e na manfo di na tem adentira because Erastus ni Kevin Taylor adenya because Kevin Taylor enja Erastus asam kanda because Kevin Taylor aka say Erastus oye dwuma no e de chekere Ghana ebo Ghana ho ban Erastus Asarodonko so Nyankopon to nsafro abra wodi over 100 years sir yebekai wo when it comes to Ghana when it comes to reporting on illegal mining it does not matter so ochina okwetia your name has been written in the books of people who started fighting illegal mining in Ghana. Some people might not like you. Some people might feel say you are doing this against them. But any people like us who recognize good work, we will always remember Ejuma Awaye. Bosiakon Sebio ono ne pe edoniti ekwaje kirema. Wa na otu hu si ho se obekun okodin e de age Ghana. Na kona wokono Onyankopon twe ni ampon kwame onam meso ebebo ho ban. Obebo yire ne womba ho ban. We need that so the opese wunya wasase we so asumdwie odo a opese wo kire na wodwuma wa ye no sebio wedidi ho e wa kwan paso a woni mmiri obi a sebio kakra bi abeka won sebia no wobetumi abɔ ho ban edi bi asoma koma wo maame no papa edi aye den ehira wo no onyankopɔn ebetie usufrɛ onyame nenim de wo pɛ ade a wontumi onyame emfa nsoa wo ade a wontumi onyame emfa nsoa wo otwede mpɔkɔ ame nenim de yakoma ebetumi sende o kasa na wadwene o seni panti a onyame ate abosomfo mutwa oman we hu ahia omotie na dabi no ukɔgye wa home na sɛ bi otwede mpɔkɔ ame efrɛ na wokɔ no kukuom na afi wote wo na wo hwa asase a wakoma beto yem efisɛ obehu sɛ wonananom ene wonana nkanso a enya nsupa ennom ombebo udin na omode udin begu nsa udin ebeka nipa no yebetena se aba aka abokosam ede udin etwato edin pa eye eche ahonya enye sɛ wotwi eye de ka ebia ne bo onye din na nkyere sɛ de wo ye no enko enim bo sɛ minya sika metoka papa ma wo bo sɛ minya sika metoka papa ma wo me pese me to a very good expensive camera ma wo me settle up said be ya okona report here your sound your pictures people will recognize the job you are doing and I've promised myself I'll get you beautiful camera I will set you up and this is a gesture from me I want you to cover illegal mining I will get you a drone personal drone for yourself and I promise you that Erastus Asaredonko onyankopɔn atwerɛ wo din ɛwɔ nkwa wo manim adwuma dia wo di no ada a wobɛka sɛ wabrɛ obi abɛte wase ɛyɛ alaji fato so kakrama ɛyɛ Erastus dedicated to Erastus
and Meti assembly. I am a daddy way and tum a foot. But in the Pansam Banyan come away. Or the sending some book and you. I want tum the catcher and Atima. When the Pansam Banyan come away. Or the sending some book and you, sister. I want tum the two mafia. I want to know him. I'm a friend yesterday, only that could be a Ginny being of a good number, mammy, ten or Becca or mammy said, Mammy, that the I see a passage here too, to a corner, I want to mention the man of my Ivan, them on 1 hour for 2 of you, and no media I made you, mammy, too. I don't know my say, would you punch and I will chrono, or cramo chrono, dear Hamio, the Moyana Moya, the pa, so that's any Tirimus, my wedding now, Minia, my wedding now, Minia. Pansam bomb, when you pass, I see a boy na yepa. My wedding now, Minia. Only parry as you, when you parry, I see a boy na yepa. Ya come fool away, yo, my wedding now, Minia. Only pass, I see a boy na yepa. Where?
We dear, why say? Futu ana Kevin Taylor edema Erastus because a new way pa de Kevin Peso can be na so I am boss nti to minka.
Don't forget to say crucify him so be wa afre yankwa tonton mana shasia che tonton ma wotu empanyin semma shanima when I do when the pancha no the tonton mani who no yan say baby I will be rubia then you pay for this samo baby I will be rubia then you pay for this samo Apa. Where no the any Jason when it's Oba no bakachiro mama say. Mommy, get to na yo nipa fe beche. Nipa nyina reba wonsemo papa. Ebi ebedro bia nipa nyina reba wonsemo papa. And was say, "Ma weni na o minia." Oni pa shi ase be na ye pa. Me menkuma, ma weni na o minia. Kamfo bi wo ha enye. Oni pa shi ase be na ye pa.
So Thomas Pate and SDA group and the omode ato ama ya omo mama ye ninna ho ye nuanom onipa ayeye sebio onipa ewie ye eben na ye eye omo amobo wabaso Erastus omo ye very dangerous people intana also washo nantiam ye and the Erastus as I don't call Apple TV video be and this video I am sharing because we want the land minister and the national security, the Ghana Police Service, the military to move in a year Tano North constituency. Who is the MP for Tano North? Tano North constituency. Adroba BC. Yes, say River BC and Subri. And the Galamsey we ekoswa almost saying you inti Tano North. Erastus Asaridonko and the posti in Siona ewo omu digala ewo and into the minister of the land no also assembly a come out or you come and ask. Say a year abine alcohol to make sure say omugu a year Tano North constituency omu Adroba BC omugu a year River BC sono and a year Subri and sono omu a year gala enumbre a year Ghana military movie alcohol.
And what these people are doing to our water bodies.
Police commander
This is so bad.
And then me say, police for Almina Bahao, police commander
It's video where I will share, Erastus Asaridonko the post here, MP of Tano North, Gideon Boakon, Baumia, sa ni aid na omuwie mu man ko ye MP no, oka ho no mo ye galano. Enti Gideon Boakon ne constituency ni oti akra ti asempa keka nkwase asem, enwubre bebo na nsam a kire mo. Otewo ena na asase so, enkofo gu so eye gala ena oti enkran. Ena ode ne kwase di Baumia chi se okope president assistant di. Gideon Boakon ne constituency ni Tano North. Insiona almost said sisi ano eye River BC Subri sisi ano omugu so ena almost say no. Omugu River BC no so omugu eye River BC no ena police commander ni nim. Ohini a owo Tano North num. Enwumbre omu ye edwuma wo so den. Gideon Boakon is the MP. Gideon Boakon ono na ye MP for Ebuakwa eye Tano North. Onim sa edwuma de ye ekoso. Gideon Boakon nim edwuma we ya ekoso e won constituency. Right now no, what we are going to do is we are going to shame and name the MPs Galamsey ekoso omo constituency. Omo tenkran ekeka nkwase asem. Gideon Boakon should go back to his constituency and stop this. Unless the MP onim omo mo ye Galamsey no e won constituency nim sa Galaweya ekoso no saying no, he knows because omo no man for license omo di gu de in kronasia almost saying no. Na now the dan kweku for the MPP issue over 2,000 license. Sanko for no kuta license no start almost say assassin abedu ne. Enti Gideon Boakon kwase ampanyi no. Monka je so onko di krom Tano North. Na onja ba omi agimi na odi na chi no. Na onko stop Galamsey. Right now that is what we are going to do. Into we MP. Now, o constituency. Gala ekoswa. Na the picture beto so. Ni amagana fomu. The kind of galamsey ekoso or constituency. And constituency no weja wo no abetran kran. And na wo keka nkwasi asem. And the almost sorry say, I am a minority in parliament. You call DSTV for office and kwasiafo. Mo constituency, yeah, galamsey oho. You people should go and live there. You should go there and make sure, because we are MPR, when we are the head of the Regional Security Council, our constituency, and that's our region. You need to be part of the fight against illegal mining. But Gideon Bwaku, onim galamsey we unjuma, onimubi. Sanko onimubia, anka onja galawe oho, and sorry, embedi ba umiechi ewon crying. Inti Gideon Bwaku should go back. Ochina, we will make sure, say, you be follow up. Oba Ayatano North, why? MC yoho, honestly, another person who is supposed to be held accountable. The MC and the MP. Mr. P, Mr. S, from tomorrow, get me pictures of MCs, omo constituencies. Yeah, galamsey. MPs, omo constituencies. Yeah, galamsey. Name for me pictures, especially MPs normally di ba omiechi omo ya campaign omo constituencies gala air kosono. We will show all of their faces and we will show the videos. Kwasiafo. Almost say assassin no di ba omiechi te basim. Say I galamsey koso Ghana nso ni say omo ma license no mo say nsuo no and omo counterpart no mo nafo for air gala omo constituencies and omo think crash white shirt. We are going to stop that nonsense now. The MPs, the MCs, you are supposed to go back to your constituencies. And they are Chiramo, Tano North. Ochina, you better try to bring another video to see, say, Galaway Air Koso Gideon, Buako, the constituency or Tano North. Sibri River, no almost said no. Sibri River, no, and almost said no. We will come back tomorrow. Yenim say, Benya, another video from there. Now, Sir Gideon Buako, Kwasiampe, you know the Baobiachino. Wabeka chere say yente obama ba omia odwan o constituency na galamsey koso no. Now, momiantinsi NPP for nsem.
Okay. Here we go.
Now, before I become NPP for nsem no, I want to speak briefly on this Yoni Kulendi asem. Ahemfo no kwado me danger.
Adafunum enche na Kevin Taylor ebe TSC MPP nsemu nti. Let's say we join live now. Share video no na afufuro nye bi nhwe. Share video no my.
DC, MC and the MP's picture. I need these three people. So every time we start production and we go on Erastus the page, now I'll show any video, any constituency. The first thing we need to search for is Ohinena Odikroniso. Second person is the MC and the third is the MP. We need to attach their pictures to the video and let Ghanaians know, say, these are the people that omuli di galamsey awom constituency. Because Ohinene to me can't say, Obi di galamsey wan asase so onim. Sa Ohinene no abodam. Ohine ote Ghana eka chem say, ye di galamsey wan asase so no onim no wabodam. Ohine krona bodam. Ohine biye ni ho. Owa Ghana obetuma ka chem say, ye gala wo masase so na minim. Sa Ohine no onim nyansa. And we are going to expose ahemfo now. Because you will say, Omo mama galamsey kuna ye dimpa ni ahemfo no. Ahemfo no mo Ghana no. Right now no, you will say politicians no. Omo ba na omo disika bra ahemfo no. Na ahemfo na je aginem. Na ye census no. Right now no, we are going to go after the chiefs.
Yeah.
We are going to come after the chiefs. We are going to put your pictures on the videos. We are going to make the world know say mona mo lead galamsey no. Mona mo say Ghana no. I play about 70% role in galamsey. Obi koko kweni. Na okasa we koko kweni or turn koko no asase no e mo bi dia abaye mine na. Wo ohene no wo ho kwan se okase mempene. Yeah. So wo to koko efuo no dia ye koko dia metiase. Na so wo to koko efuo no dia abaye mine na mempene. Wo your hene you can decide. I don't know to me tam excavator enko menhia. Ese okwa ye galamsey o menhia. I don't know to tam excavator enko edie or hini bi fie e o ya na fie se me ko ya na area ni baby ote akwa gala because somebody said to me empene
Yeah.
I don't know between for excavator and call menana and the Quisiata ho or Cape Coast and say around the castle area when baby was assassinated there wato into begala. It means omnium say authority wo.
Yes.
Baby galam say be around in the movie. Now we are going to take the galamsey fight to you, the chiefs. Majority of him for more Ghana mo ya krom for mon kanokre. Majority of you are galamsey or masasi so. You are the biggest problem in Ghana. Majority of him for more Ghana gala e o monsasi so a saying so mo ena mo yebusio for. You are the danger to the nation. A politician can take somebody's money, but nipa to excavator na efrin kan a odu asasi so a you can decide not to agree.
Asema Kevin Taylor eken se onene eye adwenya fato comment section honum emame mo live nesoni na we appreciate you a lot. Like the video and then write something in the comment section.
I see. And people like us will come and protect and defend you. But it is looking like say kufu do suma so bimbra meja galamsia na ohine na jinipa na tata na ohine na kotena dem na ohine na jisika ohine ne say ye na mempumito mehu asasi bia ye galamsia osubia na kufu ado one na ma green light no na ahemfo no gitu mu. But we are not going to allow that to continue. We are going to stop that that trajectory whereby ahemfo no tena ho no ma jisika omubi omujiska no more yomani. Then we are blaming politicians. Politicians never galam say they cause politicians never galam say so. I am for na din conform mo ya galam say no. I am for no 90% of him for more Ghana ye galam say oh masase so mo na mo penema galam say ni cause right now that disrespect na mo see the politicians ye de ba mo so mo na ye be di mo atem. Mona yebe boy adwene akere mo every say mo ho say mo tetetete chire ene sorry ade di politicians echi ne di politicians system ne ye stress politicians ade na munya wey politician etumi tenase and under John Mahama Minister of Lands Amakofi Boa or the police for soldier for they are walking around the nation in forest omutumi du krobi so na ohini bia ja kenten so ohini ne mpene that thing will stop. Ahemfo no dodo ena tetete nkurase a omoman kofo twa ye nua di dwane ahemfo na na yesa ade no obese o kyerem se o yo hene oti krom ye twedua wo nwurem na ye articulators ade ade esesa nnua ne free nwura no ba main road na wo hene no obese o ka kyerem se onim obodam
onim yeah they do much away
na wo hene na wo sa galamsey area ona ye twa nnua ye tumi twa thousands of nnua rosewood near to krom ha and under MPP team I hope I see this picture under MPP ye chi Aisha Wang ni nnua ba na otwa rosewood in Ghana na otwa rosewood e wo Ghana ye to krom ha ade chi na lady na yira every cells ye to krom ha NC. Besides, get me the picture. Aisha Wang, Ninia ba Helena Wang, under MPP, under Ekufuado Baumia. Near to Kromha, and a month for Rosewood, 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 Kromha, Eddie Johnny, Yakochi, Yakochi, Aisha Wang, Ninia ba, your friend Helena Wang. Emma Ghana for you know who lady say at Chino. You had not got to cells under Ekufuado. Do you remember the story? Under Ekufuado. Time na obawe etwanua na ohene ne tikromo ahemfo na eboa no ebesi nne Helena Wang ye hu ni biem ye chi lady yes na other police cells. Mr. S, I'm trying to find that picture. I've been seeing it of late on the system. Mr. S, if you can pull that picture for me, I'll be happy. Helena Wang otwa Rosewood said na adwene adwuma otwa nnua na say MPP aban a che no Helena Wang no she atade yellow and you see a chine de na koto cells ade chi ya you see Helena Wang na otwa Rosewood e de corner ye ni baby odi Rosewood ko no ebesi nne Helena Wang ye hu ni biem. Ghana police are my answers how Helena Wang was able to escape from our police cells. Ya de Helena Wang ba TV so ya de handcuffs egu ni nsa Mr. S, get me the story. I'm trying to find it. I'm sure we have it on the system.
I have the photo.
Because I haven't seen the story. The last time we were having an editorial meeting, I saw it. I just skipped it. But I want to show Ghanaians the SC or Ghana. Rosewood, Helena Wang. Ocha Rosewood by $1 billion. Nani nyano ahemfo ene ekufu ado mo na hye chire. Yes. Do you have the story? Thank you very much. Thank you for bringing the story in. I know they have taken off the picture, but I will show Ghanaians. It was reported on Ghana Web. Thank you, Mr.
So, this is the picture Kevin Taylor is talking about. I actually have that photo. Anona me display our screen so amamono. This is the photo Kevin Taylor is talking about. Yes, that is Helena Wang. Now, Oshene Chia who contain anima who say, in Yanona wichucha egu containers nim ewo nechino Osha picture nima. It's clearly seen over there. Yanko back na yanko tie Kevin Taylor.
Ekufuado. Under Ekufuado, yet she Helena Wang. Ocha Rosewood over $1 billion. Aisha Wang Nyaba. Now, when you read the story, this is what the story said. A Chinese woman has been arrested for attempting to smuggle the banned rosewood from Ghana. She accused the police of trying to take a bribe of 200 Ghana cedis. City News. And because City no ma delete. They have forgotten all these things. Now I am for Ghana. They were the ones helping this woman to cut the rosewood. Almost $1 billion. I'm trying to find a screenshot of the reporter. Now Helena Wang. Police Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. S, for bringing this in. Onye, Helena Wang Onye. Thank you, Mr. S. My team, they are prompt, and that's what I like about them. Thank you, team. Mame Fanchiramo. Helena Wang ni Ocha Rosewood over $1 billion. Adiachi and Ekufuado. You say Helena Wang ayira.
Yes, so that is the same picture Kevin Taylor is projecting now. I'll show it out to Muse. Rosewood ana egu containers a ewo omechino. Ti yanko back na inkotia.
The MPP. Adiachi ya reporter saba and say Helena Wang will break it jail. Wahira yehuno ebesinde. So we have handed her over to immigration and she has been deported.
Biaya China o diboni saying not even a Ghanaian. Na yakase ye jano ama nothing because whatever it is no or ton cry or the tea or my name. This is an outsider, a foreigner uncle will be chat. They free on my name, and then when she's arrested, we don't even know her whereabouts. Hey.
Sa in Riana Mucha Omuria. Na mumuni musama yesu Ghana na MPP from Kwasiafo we some press conference. Yes, and come to me my MPP. I know we film when anytime catch am say Adam be production way me end the production way say member bi no. MPP for be ku Ghana o me say mo me hye mo ase. MPP for be hye mo ase. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you. You see, these are the things we talk about. In Galamsey fight, we are going to take it to the chiefs. Yeah, they bring one him for no. Yeah, there will be a picture of TV so. Yeah, Bama Ghana for you say we say, "Who was assassin Galan?" You know about it. When you are the audio of Echo Court, you cannot tell me say you are the overlord of Assasia. Yeah, Galamsey machine is so. Shatano North. She machine is so. Emma yes says you or 100% can just own him.
Nyako kujanye. And then me say, police for almina bahaw. Omo fa ho kura ho. Omo fa ho ho.
Say adene say police commander no. Okay say ehim for no so no.
Afi wati. Police commander no. Ye do bia picture beba. Because you want to say you call the 9 sir. Amanfobi are taking us for granted.
Yeah.
Into right now, no media. When it comes to Galamsey fight, many are him for the whole problem. I am taking the fight to the chiefs, the National House of Chiefs. You people have to come together, summon everybody. Oja Hoho, stop the politics and speak to the chiefs. Oja Hoho, you have become a National House of Chiefs president. You don't talk anything about Ghana's development or their politics in Ghana. This is the time for you to show us your leadership. Right now, we are going to take the fight to the chiefs. We are going to make sure Galamsey bia ebehu bia o constituency bia no asase bia no wo hene no wo ne yede oba besia niama wiase hu your involvement, because o your hene na mpese be sensuo ye be Galamsey wa asase so a you will stop it. Thank you for the word so sweet. Now, story way a very important story.
Okay.
Me see the whole Ghana. Me say, let me be very, very clear on this matter. It does not matter who you are as a chief in Ghana. No chief in Ghana is bigger than the Constitution of Ghana. And I'm going to set the record straight again. Every chief gala wa wasase so. I will say asase we ya wodia ye be bo din. Ye do picture beto so. Say me papa okaka bin ando na asase so ne ye Galamsey a be the picture beto so. Say you 2 4 say to 2 na asase so ne ye gala but then the picture beto aka che wi ase say he knows about it.
Ono na opese
say me aka sa me wo fa kwesata ohene kese a wo hwe Cape Coast central region
otumfo dinya na opese obokeke
na asase so ne ye gala but then the picture beto am wi ase hu say you kofo ohene kese say ye yana na asase so ne ye gala but then the picture beto so no chief is above the constitution. So one person the picture about to her. Niama ewiase hu say you are an enabler. You are part of the problem. Then make sure you protect wasase. You make sure nobody mines illegally close to any river in your constituency or on your land. No chief. Me say no chief in Ghana is above the constitution of this country. No chief. And see, the fight against Galamsey, it goes beyond anybody's powers in Ghana. And say he's above the law. Nobody's above the law in Ghana. We are fighting a menace, and every single person needs to take responsibility. See, as well pakemu, and out na ponkoso, near yo or say responsibility by you need to take it. The oya hwehwema de no, on tafrene nsa wokwa. Oje fans no, heat ni ba oso oje. Yes, so no heat in the by osoje into every chief. Say a tisse gala koso wasase so. Because I hear from Bebra Morgan, I must say more powerful. Panya Kurato Mujuma Moti. Into Galamsey excavator boy Juma wasase so. We are not going to joke about this. I don't care how you feel. Say a see Uncle Galamsey no ye babe ko amana fe. Messidi ye ba be ko Galamsey ni mana ye fe na ebe ya manfo fe e wo Ghana the way ye be ko Galamsey no amanfo be bom nsem e wo Ghana, people be shocked. Now this story bia me person me kan ho asem, and it's about you see a private citizen Daniel Mafu Oforiatta petitions President Mahama to remove Justice Yoni Kulendi over alleged interference in Rep versus Atoforsen and 2 other cases. Now, you see, Ekufuado Ebusheni Bako, Oforiatta Ebusheni Bako, your friend Daniel Mafu Oforiatta, or your secretary to Agyapong document, no, wako petition President Mahama say, Omo achim fuoni bia, no moni Ekufuado Ebu Maino. Na nka omo pese ye de oman ne maba omi agimi na nka omo gifri ni nsem na omo de Agyapong nyina kwesi awawa no omo se Yoni Kulendi omo pese President Mahama pamo no and Ekufuado de busuafo any Oforiatta busuafo they have a problem with Yoni Kulendi. Unma de kudienti omo yesa ade we ni nyina na say time na gofredame eti na adwene mu po and I say P. Say opesa of faculty kwan bi so through a position and was attorney general. Eddie jail at force and jakpano. In the audio na eba and what I say. Godfrey Damina Nkasa ka say oko eye Yoni Kulendi fie no ko hu jakpa wo ho e na oni jakpa edi case no ho nkomo abrana attorney general your friend no eye Godfrey Dami enim se etia Ghana mrakese. Now the reason why intia Ekufuado in the busuafo through Godfrey Dami ashe abrantie we a friend Daniel Mafu Ofuriata echi say onko petition Mahama na yam pam Yoni Kulendi ne say time asem ni see ya ka say omoko ye meeting our Yoni Kulendi fie. Remember, Jakpa is related to Yoni Kulendi. Yoni Kulendi, the bushi ni Jakpa. Jakpa can visit Yoni Kulendi anytime. Yoni Kulendi or a Supreme Court judge. Time na assembly question na Godfrey Dame and the Attorney General of Ghana. He is also a friend to Yoni Kulendi. Because the Attorney General works with the Supreme Court, works with the High Court, works with all judges in Ghana. At a point, Yoni Kulendi fie, and coincidentally, or whatever you want to say, no, Jakpa, any Attorney General Godfrey Dame eko shia ho. Now, assembly see no, na Ekufuado, because unim time Jakpa eba abontenika say. Attorney General, former Attorney General Godfrey Dame, epese okodia tro. Na yadi atufos in tumuno. They were expecting, and when I say they, Ekufuado, Godfrey Dame, any Gabi Mone Ofuriatamo, they were expecting, say, Yoni Kulendi will come out that moment to say, there was no meeting in his house. Because to them, the reason Tia Ekufuado, Emma Yoni Kulendi, Echo Supreme Court, and say, in their head, no, Yoni Kulendi, eyo omunipa. Yoni Kulendi at the time, or at a point in time, worked with Ekufuado's law firm. So they believed, say Ekufuado etime appointed Yoni Kulendi ako Supreme Court. Yoni Kulendi should automatically become the slave of Ekufuado and his family. Now, time assembly see, Yoni Kulendi stayed away. He did not make a comment. Now, they were waiting for Yoni Kulendi to make a comment in defense of Attorney General Godfrey Dame. Senebeya, Anka Yoni Kulendi Kasaya, Anka the judge on the case would have taken the word of Yoni Kulendi to prove, say, Godfrey Dame did not commit a crime.
Okay.
But when Yoni Kulendi decided to stay away from the matter, they felt to say Yoni Kulendi had betrayed Ekufuado, betrayed Godfrey Dame, and betrayed the clan, the MPP. Now, Jakpa has petitioned the CID to investigate the matter where a certain Attorney General tried to force him to lie under oath to make sure, say, a colleague, another citizen, is jailed unlawfully. Now, they know that former Attorney General Godfrey Dame cannot defend himself in this matter. They know, say, with the tape now, Jakpa release the conversation between him, Jakpa, and former Attorney General Godfrey Dame, sa audio, it is enough evidence to prove, say, Godfrey Dame committed the highest offense or crime on the land, Ghana. And the Ekufuado and his family, his group of family, the Agyapong clique, the Achim Mafia gang, they know, say, Godfrey Dame a committed crime. Now, they want a way to make sure, say, Godfrey Dame does not go down alone. So it looks clear like a Godfrey Dame planted strategy. It looks like it. Because it is looking like since Godfrey Dame himself only defense. Now, so Okofa Yoni Kulendi eba case rimwa, it will force Jakpa to step away because Yoni Kulendi is related to Jakpa. Jakpa wouldn't want Yoni Kulendi to be kicked out of the Supreme Court. So what Attorney General Godfrey Dame say, they are forcing the president, they are forcing Jakpa to withdraw the case, because of Yoni Kulendi or person free Supreme Court. It was set Godfrey Dame free. For now, no, Omakacho Mon say Godfrey Dame be cut down, Yoni Kulendi should also go down. That is why they have sent a Japadie book secretary to go and petition President Mahama. Say adenti and another case Ekosu Ghana. The Attorney General na Oya Godfrey Dame etimi committee de Jakpa a Supreme Court judge fee. Now, it is about asema omoka against asema ewodien ewo tape nim. On the tape, Godfrey Dame has never denied, say they never met. At that point, in court, the question is, did you meet while the case was ongoing? Where you met does not matter. You see, say me a prosecutor, me a attorney general, me a CID investigator. Now me a question Godfrey Dame. I'll read the code of conduct to him. And then the question I'll put before him is simple. During the trial, na Godfrey Dame Jakpa eti adakim, atofos enti adakim, omo take oath. Did you meet any of these people during the trial? That is the core question. Wherever you met does not matter. What matters is, did you meet somebody, a suspect, somebody involved in the case whilst the case was going on as the Attorney General of Ghana? Whether you met the person in the plane, you met the person underground, you met the person in the skies, at the end of the day, when you meet somebody who is standing trial and you being the prosecutor of the person, it does not matter where you met the person. You, the prosecutor, you have committed a crime. You see, they are just dragging Yoni Kulendi in because they know Godfrey Dame has committed a crime. They know Godfrey Dame has committed a crime. If I'm a judge, now I'm at a court, now I don't have time to ask where did you meet? Which house? Where is the house situated? Which place? Whose house? I'll ask you as the Attorney General. When you were part of this trial, when you were coming to my courtroom, going out and coming in, were you meeting this person? I don't care where you were meeting the person, but were you meeting the person? It's either you met or you didn't meet. Where you met the person does not matter, because the code of ethics did not mention location. It mentioned you breaking the law by meeting somebody when a case is ongoing. What they are doing now, and they say they want to find a way to protect Godfrey Dame when is masterminded by Godfrey Dame. On a shake and I'll catch a chapadie and the STARLINK and say, do this for me, do this for me. It is Godfrey Dame manipulating this. So this thing you are seeing here, a MPP for the group ni ya say, Adentina Yoni Kulendi did not come to our aid to jail at forcing. Because if Yoni Kulendi had spoken, time I tape the bar out, and Godfrey Dame at that point, Yoni Kulendi would have said, I did not host anybody in my house. If Yoni Kulendi had come to the defense of Godfrey Dame, Jakpa and Atoforsi would have gone to jail. The money ye kufuad moya, Gabi moya, Godfrey Dame yad and say, Adentina Yoni Kulendi or one of them, and protect your mo. That is why they are doing this. That is why they are doing this. They know Godfrey Dame is one of the worst attorney general any country has. Godfrey Dame is not an attorney general. He's a disease to the judiciary. And the one person we understand, and you see, it's so funny. I had my own issues with Yoni Kulendi before he was called to the bench. But you see, people change and people reflect. Maybe before he was called to the bench, he might have had different opinion about the bench.
Yeah.
Maybe when he wasn't a Supreme Court judge, his actions and some of his utterances and his demeanor was different. Maybe time my friend man called bench or say the work he needs to do as a Supreme Court judge, he decided to be neutral to the Constitution of the Republic.
Okay.
And maybe the way they knew Yoni Kulendi, it has changed. And they don't understand why I was say Yoni Kulendi changing Abrawabe Supreme Court judge. For you know, Yoni Kulendi so changed because at a point in his life, he realized he cannot add politics to being a Supreme Court judge. He cannot be too affiliated to individuals. he cannot be worshiping individuals and serve on the bench at the same time. So along the way, he decided to stay neutral. I'm not speaking for Yoni Kulendi, but maybe that is what has happened. And the Yoni Kulendi they know, no, today he does not look like Yoni Kulendi they actually pushed to the Supreme Court. And let me tell you, Yoni Kulendi is a solid judge who qualifies to be on the bench of the Supreme Court. It wasn't because Yoni Kulendi was done a favor. Obviously, Yoni Kulendi knew them. Maybe they liked Yoni Kulendi more than the other judges. That's why they actually appointed him. But Yoni Kulendi maybe now in the Supreme Court, it's seen, say, patriotism comes above everything else. So now they don't understand. To Ekufuado, to Godfrey Dame, to the Achim Sakawa group, no, Yoni Kulendi, to them, is a traitor. And they will do everything possible to nail Yoni Kulendi. That is the problem. And that is the modus operandi. That is the blueprint of Ekufuado and the gang. Omi a gang. Ekufuado and the group, no, omi a gang. And MPP mo, they still need power. Omi say Baumia Koliko. They know Baumia be junkie. They can use him. Ekufuado in the group, omi a gang. And this is their gang style. This is how they operate. These are the typical Sakawa campings.
Please,
this is the blueprint.
Not
they
junkie.
are gang.
Please.
Into their own one. Say, a private citizen. He has gone to petition Mahama. Yampam Yoni Kulendi. It is the gang style. It is the Sakawa boy style. It is Godfrey Dame and his gang. That is them. This is their job. Kenoforiata anka yetitina anka internet ni ho. Information ni wa. Anka ndeka Kenoforiata actual teases. Actual articles say he's being chased from Ghana. The president wants to kill him. Into no seeking asylum. Kasano bekache Ghana. That is what they did. Eye Ekufuado. The Bushia Fua. No omo eye the
Adafunum o join live show na or like video no e dia man. Eye possible abetimi a share. Say wo comment bi answer as the program is going on no. Fato comment section hono e man. And this is a quick announcement. In case any of you is thinking about getting a STARLINK router and answer device for yourself, down in the description of this video, no, there is a link over there. Follow that link to purchase and activate your STARLINK to get 1 month free subscription. This is breaking news from STARLINK official site. Say we use STARLINK no at the top. You get 1 month free without paying anything. And STARLINK comes with unlimited super fast data services and T. This is the good news for all of us. Yanko back na to our program no. So
mites. A dangerous being so. A internet in save ye and Bonibia Kenofurata Dibia evidence or the trail is there. And it's not omun to mean Sanka internet in ho. Sanka ye need information. We cannot access information around the world in a second. And can go forward. Mesinka Kenofurata and can see an abed interview one-on-one. You know, my father is a Furiata, and you know my uncles, and JB Dankwatu is also a relative. We all went to Ghana to serve. As we speak, our lives is in danger. Our lives are in danger. That is why we have all bolted. I live here in DC. My other cousin, the Kufuado, is right now in the UK. I have another cousin, Gabi Ochidakon. He is also in the UK. BD2 is here. He's sick. Hey, Obeka 7 now hosting said, so how is it? How can a leader do that? We don't know. We have served our nation. I, Kenofuriata, was a finance minister. I saved the nation. I did everything in my capacity. Now, so do you think there's anything the American government can do to correct this? Because this is not right. You've left home. You have family. I believe that the American government right now, and I would like to respectfully tell the president, I'm very honored for keeping me here. I'm very, very honored because for somebody to save your life, giving you shelter, protecting you from harm, danger, persecution. I really want to appreciate the American people. Wow, I'm so sorry. We will take a break. We are welcome back to the show. Ging, ging, ging. Mr. Foriata is still here with us. He's very sad, but I think we have to finish this conversation. Mr. Foriata, can you go on? I say, yeah, I think I can do that. I can. Yeah, your last question, what were you saying? Hang over, we actors fucking MPP of Foriata. Technology and technology. Technology. I shouldn't have technology. I shouldn't have technology. I shouldn't have technology. I shouldn't have technology. Technology and I can go for it. Mesinka Mahamatiya na kabeti Black Hawk US for land adeng anybody from the JJ Rollins no and no be no dey Kwame Nkrumah. Yeah. No mo hye Togo. JB Dankwamo any omunyina kugu UK Germany. Yebusam, why are you here? We have to come. They are after us. JJ Rollins Krampo de ono breach bibia. 1992 JJ Rollins be Ghana, a democratic state. E wa no munyina ko share Trump ko share abrochire. And almost started trotting. A leader who kills his own. Captions upon captions. Omu go abrochire omu pakigum. I said JJ Abonsam no cho obi eti o Ghana. Inti abrofo saw JJ Rollins as a military leader who is trying to act as a democratic leader. Oba Ghana, yentu obi amore, obi anwuye, yechi soroku, and so called UK. BBC 4C Ghana being led by a killer because of Foriata Papanum, JB Dankwamo, Sanko Fono, Omushahono, mo trotro articles. Chinabrofo. Nako fomo so trogum. The entire JJ Rollins he suffered from 1992 till JJ Rollins left office. Now up a grant keke. After JJ was running this country on grants. Opelona onyebi. JJ pelona onyebi. Oko Europe onya loan. Ghana so ye yesika aveni ye jina na so. JJ Rockrow penoma tro atwo. JJ Rollins is still a military leader. He is lying. He's not a democratic leader. Hey. Rollins na yere so dinechi no ewura ha no lie. Or ha no nya grant kakra no de aba no de basic schools. Or ha no nya grant kakra no akosi de dam. Na manfo we chirogum no mu chirogum. They created this atmosphere to say obeba Ghana no anope bia no jeje de nipa 7 esi abonte no obo mu 2. Hey go for we. Me say technology and save Ghana. Every criminal runs to the UK in Ghana. Chromophobia Janiko UK. Chromophobia Janiko UK. Every political criminal ends up in the UK. And I won't study it. And all the political criminals who run from Ghana are all from the NPP. They all end up in the United Kingdom. One or two in America. Majority of political criminals in Ghana, they all end up in the United Kingdom. Omutisa Island and also. Island and also no because you can need UK Brunino, only gold, only diamond, only shea. Who yes can now the bar, bet you what's now. Because only you cannot to an island so not. You can soon change New York into on contumbre. On only only Bibia or Imponchica craving a good Ireland, a trick a credible memory. Into an autono, where Jimmy now we are African politician where we see Castle Beton or house a buy. But you already say, oh, do see Canada co chromos no. Into Omo will say MPP for Jimmy. Majority of the MPP politicians, all their properties are in the UK. They can't bring it back home. That is the NPP. Inti, ade we na we won say, you say obia competition, President Mahama, say Yoni Kulendi, ye free Supreme Court no, Kufuado, Gabi, Bedi Etuo, former Attorney General Godfrey Dame, the Sakawa gang, Achim Sakawa gang. Achim Sakawa gang, they are behind this. Because right now, Tokono is not there. And Johnny Kulendi is not going to bow to them again. Johnny Kulendi, at a point, decided to sit back because of Tokonu. Right now, Tokonu is not there. Yoni Kulendi will not bow to anybody. He is not going to do the bidding of the NPP. He's not going to do the bidding of Akufo-Addo. So what they want to do now is they want to destroy Yoni Kulendi. And that is a typical MPP Aparachi, Galamsey, Achim Sakawa gang strategy. Eya Jandam. This man, I've had my own problems with him. But I can tell you on authority, one of the judges who is qualified to be at the Supreme Court, Yoni Kulendi, qualifies to be there, and he deserves to be there. Yeah. Yoni Kulendi, he had his own flaws before he was called to the bench. But the honest truth is, those in the courts, there are some judges who are not supposed to be on the Supreme Court bench. A lot of question marks around them. But when it comes to Yoni Kulendi,
I don't know, but it looks like Kevin Taylor, Wabre, Enikum. That is what I see now. Kevin Wabre.
So when you mana maya, then you be kum, you know you never conform. That is what he's going to go through now. The NPP are dangerous people. Yeah, they. You see, Godfrey Dame, if what he is saying through this private citizen, our petition Ekufwa John Mahama say, Yoni Kulendi, Sebio, Jakpa, any Godfrey Dame, emiti, emiti, ewo, Yoni Kulendi Fia. Godfrey Dame should prove it, Nianje. We want Godfrey Dame to prove it. At least Jakpa proving the point with evidence. Say, this is my tape. Na say, Godfrey Dame was trying to tell me, was convincing me, was pushing me to lie under oath.
Yeah.
Godfrey Dame should come out and tell us to say the evidence in here prove say Oshia Jakpa or Yoni Kulendi Fie or my physical evidence. He has no evidence. He's just using hearsay. They just want to drag Yoni Kulendi down. They want to destroy him. The MPP. MPP for him.
That is what we've been waiting for. MPP for him. Stay with us because now Kevin Taylor at TSC NPP mu yen koti what he has for us. Na said kan if you are thinking of buying a STARLINK device for yourself, call me description honum. Our video here I say link be at the honum official link from STARLINK. It's a referral link. Click it so never make it a purchase no, and then when you activate your STARLINK, finally you will get 1 month free subscription. To follow link no our description honum na if I talk STARLINK device yankona yankoti show no.
Welcome to the MPP segment. Omunyina when you come abra. Imbrene du MPP for my chemi ache Kevin bekan yasem yatena wa
akasa che.
Yentimi na Kevin Taylor the asem abasa obekan yasem and then the caption is Agyapong is reaping what he sowed.
Adofum now Kevin Taylor TSC NPP sen no be TSC Honorable Kennedy Agyapong nensem yenkotie nsema Kevin Taylor ewo edemaya o joining live show na omodian like video no share video no man trobibi keep writing something in the comment section down there na emboa na YouTube push video no emay yenkotie Kevin Taylor.
Yes, Kevin Bekanya some party ra. I opem so Kevin Taylor opem so party ra waba. I say MPP for opem so me. Now opem so baby. Otu for opem so Emma Sante. Ye pe MPP opem so no. Opem so aba o. I MPP opem so. Maba. Yes, be man opem so na wo hwe MPP so opem so aba. Omo frɛ from kwesi sorry o. Waba. Why you ready? I ye be record it. I ye record it. Ne ochina ye post to. Se sia de ya record ya. Esi ano ye ne ba omiafo Kennedy tell us obeka Kennedy Agyapong asem enti munye ready na mon record mon record ya na ochina no ye dey TikTok ai ho dey text ne ye dey ko ginem ai enti MPP opem so aba ai na opem so atena se And then nkoma ye be di no efa MPP ho. And you know everyone feel be almost slow before killing. Efa MPP ho. Now ye pisa question say Kennedy Agyapong. Answer na meka sa asem no. MPP for monsa nkoda. Me pese me bo video bi na me react to video no. Answer na maka Kennedy Agyapong any MPP for primaries no ho asem. Endra ye hu video bi a eye Mahamudu Bawumia for say ne ka so be start Kennedy Agyapong de no. Ade na ode de start kwasiafo. Opem so strategy. They say amagwa na say ka Kennedy no beka. We say ode Bawumia na start ni say be ndan. Kennedy for sorry aba. Ye opem so start opem so e de eye Bawumia na started ne. Party ni media. Mi guno. Mi gigam gra. Mi yaba bonsi ogu so nkwasiafo. Mo metie.
To me.
Ochina mko na makoko. MPP opem so when you kuma kene kekeda abowo dam. So when you kuma yedan
koda.
So when you kuma kokoda. So wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba yeden eman. So when you kuma kokoda. So wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba yeden eman.
So when you kuma kene kekeda. So when you anso nkuma e yakọ isi no mbo utu ojimfo. Sisi aze yede be hyehyɛ do. Endra ene eti se eye abozege Mahamudu Bawumia ne campaign na oye no yenim se eye campaign for primaries and as a campaign for president yenim se obusam se Bawumia campaign na oye no oye campaign se obeye MPP flag bearer and as oye campaign se obeye Ghana president. I don't know the difference between Bawumia ne campaign na oye no because I say Bawumia only message krama MPP for na better know when your message am Ghana for. Because you need to beat people in the primaries before you can be chosen as the leader of the party to come and face the lion. Now, you are among the sheep. You cannot convince the sheep to say convincingly, we all want you to be our leader. And your message, or they convince the sheep, no, it sounds more like a messenger. Opesa would go face the lion. I said Bawumia has lost focus. Adwene NCCA. Mahamudu Bawumia say the next NPP government, Ombiti Kennedy Agyapong wiye Ombiti country, Ombiti Kennedy Agyapong, Ombiti ayedien, omo makano osi odin kanka government asem akwan we yi for flat. He is confused. He doesn't even know how to campaign. They say onim so oba ben no. Say onim de onye osi the next NPP government will fully complete Agenda 111 hospital project. Or see, MPP abane ebano. Agenda 1111 hospital bi no mka so ma ye ni nyina ewie no. Oso omo sa badia omo baye ni nyina Bawumia ene kase mume yankotie abozege. Me say problem day somewhere, but amam from person bejatum.
Yeti another one made by one constituency, one ambulance. We did that. We took 2,300 people into the National Ambulance Service. Another idea, Agenda 111. We're building these hospitals. NDC is not yet continuing with them. If they don't do so, when we come back, we will finish their Agenda 111 hospitals and employ people in them.
Peace FM.
Peace FM.
Kwasiafo radio. Bawumia say. Yanto abama MPP ba abemu bima in 42 years Agenda 111 hospitals na oye campaign a few months ago kachere say we sini nyina ewie ema ni nyina light bubom se sia o se Agenda 111 hospital no omo ewie omo anye na se NDC aban anya ono Bawumia in 42 years omo ba omo beye and also osa the policy bi by any airden eye dwumadie bi by a friend one district one ambulance or say ono ene de sa nyansa ne ba ye na se Bawumia person ka se ku for the no we jimi o je se ku for the because de bia Bawumia gina stage so a o se bibia e ko so MPP mu bia o na de ba ye na se ku for the no we jimi o onim nyanse biya. Baumia say, sa one district, one ambulance, no. One constituency, one ambulance, no. And you know the buy. An idea. And ya obi idea, and you know, and the one district, one constituency, one ambulance. And also agenda 111, so an agenda. On the agenda 111 buy. In agenda 111, no, in the next 42 years, MPP ba power, or beba be yen na. O si bia o kasa. Sa kwa we o sa ko busa ne say na NPP failures no e yo no na ma NPP lose election because that be any de me fan susu me na me the ambulance buy me na me the 111 idea buy but the failure of the NPP galamsey na e mene ye no and the minimum who be akwa we busa ne say 11 no or say 11 on one thing wasam kra e cabinet on tin ho asem no on ka ho bibia na enye bia wa ban no ba omia nim ho hwe akwa we say oba agenda 111 no mka kire emre bi so ma ye wie no yesi ade wagya tum so ma anye ene so wagya tum so ma anye dia then it means national cathedral na esi wo no ade chewa be ka kire mo say eno so no oba be ye. You see ba omia ne message na ekuta no onye stable nti onhye na hu sibia onfa ne message ni magana for and ba omia problem yan say ba omia is a liar enti okasa na ohwe ne to na ohwe ne to na ne refi ne bema da ho so okata ne bema so ana ne refi na motuom da ho okata na motuom ana ne refi ne hwe asensen ho okoso ne hwe obuso na ohu se ne nenti da ho enti ba omia no da bia no ordinance kata bibi so and he's not consistent when it comes to his messaging. The same person taking credit for one district or one constituency, one ambulance. Agenda 111. Ubu said the same person about 11 or so on the unim. Ubu said the same person about the dollar. How they left the dollar at 17, 18 or said the unim. Ubu said something about galamsey. How they issued 2,500 licenses. Or because said the unim. Ubu said issues about nyoma course or Ghana under their leadership a say chrono. Or because said the unim. But when did your kai when would your kai positively and dia. This is not a guy to be trusted. Mekabibia. Samira Baumia, Onim Baumia Bema Tintin. Because Baumia has lied to her about it. Yeah, and you see, I keep telling you, this guy is so shallow, so easy to read. This guy is not a politician. He is a pure in and out comedian. And you see, Wama Atro Edinenima to the point to say he cannot focus and say one thing that is true. Every single thing about Baumia is a lie. How can you stand before Ghanaians? Primaries now who come to Krampono, unim nipa obebitino. O kachire say in the next 42 years NPP ba power. Agenda 111 over BC. But you were in Ghana telling us to say we have performed better. We have performed better. We have performed better in all sectors. And then agenda 111 they want perform better. And Baumia you see I can say obi otrofo a liar. Obia opese odi atro ebedi to me. Baumia is a typical example of a liar who basically has no shame. Now, Mahmoud Baumia during the campaign, no, shall send me a Ghana for agenda 111 hospitals 70% complete. President Ekufuor and a Ghana for now Baumia and the cabinet. 2024 December 5th na ka 2 days emiako toaba Ekufuor ne Baumia eka kire Ghana for say agenda 111 hospitals 111 no omo a complete hospitals no 70% aka 30% pe na hospitals nya ye djuma me no ka say you need one single agenda 111 hospital impossible. This guy was in Ghana telling us, say, they have performed better in everything. In fact, Mr. S, when you open the Baumia file, in fact, I need to find that we have performed better. I catch the Ghana for say, almost as MPP, they have performed better in everything. Where is Mahmoud Baumia's comedy? In fact, I need to find we have performed better. Now, Ghana for, you see, Baumia, we did drama and then onim ne bema kura tintin senya ne bema tintin say 2 inches so say 3 inches onim because see, he lies about everything. I am looking for we have performed better. Mr. S, do you have that video? I am in Baumia's file. I remember that video very, very well. At the end, we have performed better. At the end, we have performed better. At the end, we have performed better. Yeah, this guy, at the end of the day, a year concert for 8 years. Besides, get me, we have performed better. Entire dying, and we have performed better. Adane, when we come back to power, we will come and complete. Until we have performed better, no? What was it about? What did you perform better? Na Uye campaign, catch Ghana for. Besides, pull that video for me. We have performed better. Until you see, we are not supposed to give Bawumia any room in Ghana to even campaign to a dead man. Obia wowu. Me see, sa wode Mahmoud Bawumia ko jina eye mortuary ana morgue na okoye campaign kire efunu a ukọ na se oka se efunu ne nto aba omubetu etia no. Me see, Bawumia nko awura mortuary na obia anya bibia no nko akoye campaign wo ho na ya ma obia nkoye campaign bi na ade kye na ka se efunu ne nto aba mortuary man na be so omunsa ede etimu so dodo betu etia Bawumia. Mahmoud Bawumia oni shame bia was asase so. His life has been about lies, it has been about deceit, it has been about every negative thing in politics. Inti odu MPP for anima ohu amuso mo jimi. Mahmoud Bawumia owura mochi na okoye campaign na obia ewura mochi wo bi na ka ono nko a na so oye campaign na adechi na mochirema no koso owufo bia nsem so onto aba ye be kan ewie no ma tweet ya Bawumia. Because you see, Mahmoud Bawumia is the epitome of lies. Only consistent. And he sees everybody to be an idiot. This is Bawumia.
Overall GDP growth during your government is lower than ours. We have performed better than you. Tobe, when it comes to the economy, in the terms of agricultural growth, we have performed better than you. In terms of industry growth, we have performed better than you. When it comes to the economy, in the terms of agricultural growth, we have performed better than you. In terms of industry growth, we have performed better than you.
He was on campaign show telling Ghana for say he has performed better in everything. And so Adiachi, Akoya Sabeka just Agenda 111 no 111 no near boa yeba power be man ye beye. Otena sewia ho 8 years, one fan in Sanka. Otena kumewu 8 years, one fan in Sanka. Otena ayedian hospitals akesia ho 8 years, one fan in Sanka. Waba opposition catch us say be a true for my opportunity. Na meba be agenda 111. Now nim dia ya. Bawumia e true for to the point na at this point we expect to say nipa bi omo MPP mu a omo di Bawumia chi no, they will at least respect our intelligence as people. Now hwe Gideon Boakon oko asempa ti asemia oka
key for a lot of people. This is Dr. Bawumia's challenge. You've been part of a government, the performance per the results, and you nothing to write home about. Why do you want us to give you that privilege again?
Okay, so I am not admitting that MPP performance was a totally failure, but of course performance area co-election one win it there. Obeka say yeah, it can be our win. But granted, say a MPP performance a year wa by Muntina Ghana for.
And you're on the street. You hear that or a Muslim or Imam Pusi back to back.
We are not quickly. Granted, say a performance in T and a Ghana for Antuaba Maye. Pacho Timmy, it is an MPP party. Ya modimo. One more money about me, Jano. Omuhana ye CPP ni. Omuhana ye NDC ni. And Omuhana ye PS ni. And I say. Me ankasa me ya panyini odik. And I can't go for odikemra because I don't know onye MPP ni. na yenka say ono de na onka MPP party no what in the party na kire me na okay so eti omo de ba omi agina ni nyina no omo nyina eye MPP for omo bia so ba be president a se ministers 50 60 no be yi omo a ye ni MPP for ya ye wo hoyi ye ni an obeyi ye de abu aban no patriote mention say it is a MPP for nya MPP asay na mo say a practice dia and you obey president why mo na akofo mo do ma bebu man enye ni sa it is not about that say you feel say you to anamo bi sa party ye kasaye ye ne no ma bi na anko yie tigana for to abatie ya eno na sase ye tena se ne ye nyina as a political party hu se de be yin no ye nyina ye tena se ne ye to anamo we ni Ghana for akasa na party no edi asa abanya mo Ghana for anim. It is not about say media na men ka ban no no mo jana kra no uyi bia ye rakobra Agyapong free ma omu bia no mo ka ban no sabi omu hwan na nka ho bra champon no ye minister agric minister obeye deputy minister for national security meboa obeye deputy minister for interior ye Canada Japan no ye board chairman Ghana Gas ne wife and so ye board chairperson no ye chairman for the security committee in parliament and I say binom campaign almost say and so buy police and Crawford to any ade now why we chairman of security committee or parliament and they know your deputy minister for interior why mu no mo police and immigration this anoma no ho adwuma it's all attempt to say yen say baomia ne yen pebibi it is not about the personality of baomia and nothing as I wona abontan na make catch them people before be say look yeah I say nim nyansa sabe previous and people be ya say omo nim nyansa che Ghana for because Ghana for nim dentia oman to aba ama MPP say yan tenase now your solutions are here proffer to address the problem no address it the main reason to Ghana for to aba ama ye near ko prescribe the wrong solution ma Ghana for be reject it because Ghana ni bia ote ho no obusa Ghana for say nipa do street so na busa omo say kadienti a wan to aba ama NPP ana wan so yan kwankwo to aba I don't think so benya more than nipa ba ko a obeka se ba omienti na man kwankwo to aba Ghana for the entire wan to aba man NPP but of course you know your party for and na say you see antoma go fi so e wa abonten ba wo kasa menka de Ghana for ka o ma no say enunti no man to aba amfa ma NPP a na wo pese ujai sa no mani nyina agu ho na beka se baomia ntina ya nto aba man PPT yes sa baomia ne ya fa nipa from Ghana for beka se move se munum nyasa chan ye because enye baomia percent na Ghana for nto aba. Here is a reporter modiasi na enya eye emun keten kana kaka se eidabi se Dr. Baomia 1 ni gidie ni kura ya challenge na afenso yera eye John Dramani Mahama ofretifi mantem Ghana for so it goes beyond just the leader within the party MPP. The bigger picture is Ghana for the Munyamama John Dramani Mahama Ofiatifi. It is back to back again at Tifi Sano. It will be difficult. On I'm street, so these are the questions.
The problem I have with these journalists is omagino form and so omagino form deliberate. The question you asked him, I didn't know yentua ba mamon. I didn't know candidate ba womia. Gideon Boako did not even answer the question. Now, a journalist, I will answer the question. You jump to religion, the background of the candidate, John Mahama of Islam. No. When you ask the person the first question, it was about why should we as Ghanaians trust your candidate, Bawumia, who is going to represent a party that performed poorly. Now, Gideon Boako, in his answer, no, he even failed to admit to say it is through their performance as a government and a party. And to Muluzi, sir, echo to that point over 1.8 million votes. He did not even answer it. You allowed the guy to keep talking. You see, that's why I keep saying the boys who want to read but don't Jimmy. Gideon Boako did not even answer the first question. Because the first question was that why should we vote for you again? Because people voted against this party, its candidate, because of their performance in government. What is their performance? Their performance was that corruption was part of us. The performance was that we have moved our GDP to a certain level that we could not contain. the performance was that our dollar, it was swallowing us. Dollar was almost 18. Performance was that Agenda 111, infrastructure-wise, we were at a deficit. The government could not build, retool our universities, our hospitals. Nothing was happening. The bad performance was that our roads had deteriorated for 8 years. We did not see any improvement. The performance was terrible. Inflation had gone through the roofs, 57%. So the question you asked him, he decided not to answer. He didn't want to admit to the failure on the side of the leadership of the government, which includes Bawumia Ekufuado and the president, the president Ekufuado. Now, Gideon Boakon as a politician, wakochi yombo, ni krom ni yeye galam say no. Gideon Boakon, for all you know, binyini chano, and so and wakan yombo. Now, this guy refused to answer your questions. He goes on now to make it look like leadership failure is the party's failure. Until right now, what Gideon Boakon was trying to do is say, don't blame only Bawumia, blame everybody. But then the same Bawumia, when he mounts stage, he will tell Ghanaians, I introduced 33 policies, and Bawumia has never said, through the help of Brani Champon, Kennedy Agyapong, Kentry, Kobne Japan, the NPP, we have introduced 33 policies. Mahamudu Bawumia Jina stage or say I introduced 33 policies kwasia. But when it comes to the failure of the government, the party as a whole, you are trying to include everybody in that picture. That is what I keep saying. It's a journalist don't know Jimmy. And you see, they don't understand follow-up questions. When people are speaking, they have already made up their minds. And we a question way, the controversial one, the background, the religious, but that is not important. The guy did not even answer your question in the first place. Why are you jumping to the background? Why are you jumping to religion? Why are you jumping to where they're coming from? The guy needs to tell us why we should believe Bawumia and the MPP now, because of their terminal report. That when you show to them, everything on it is F. The guy refused to answer it. And when he came to the next question, to make him feel comfortable, he decided to brand everybody as a failure. There's a reason why there's somebody called the vice president, the president. There's a reason why somebody goes to cabinet, somebody does not go to cabinet. When Bawumia stands on stage, no catch Ghana for say, my introduction 33 policies are, he is taking the credit for himself. So why is Bawumia not taking the fall? But Bawumia wants to take the fall with everybody and take the credit alone. And that is the problem with the MPP Bawumia team. That is my problem with them. And you see, these journalists, Jimmy, they are not able to push these people to the corner because this question, you cannot just jump and come and tell me, Agyapong, Brani Champon. No, I want you to tell me because we can see clearly the performance was bad. Mahamudu Bawumia was held in 2014, 15, 16 because he said he's an economist. He was going to move our economy to a better position. So you need to prove to me why. For 8 years, I gave him that opportunity and he actually messed it up. You don't come and tell me that because somebody is contesting Bawumia's sin, at the end of the day, we should force other people to take Bawumia's sin. Mabodamu. Motete Ghana na mon frère Samira, first lady to be. I didn't know mon frère Obabia, first lady to be. Because more person projected Bawumia and Ere. So they have to be presidential. Now, Bonene Bilini Badia and Kwasi affording the Bawumia don't call the chips. And this is what I talk about every single day. Journalism, Jumano, you don't need to have a PhD. You need to be smart. You need to think ahead of the person you are interviewing. You need to understand. You need to control the narrative. You are supposed to let the person sitting in front of you know, say, you are abreast of the issue. He cannot underestimate your thinking. What you want is what has to be said. And it's not like you forcing the person, but the right and reasonable answers has to be given to the listeners. Because Obia Otie Ubiano, you are his mouth and ear. You are his voice. Into where Jimmy now to wana Nipano Busana question. Na Nipano to wano when to me amount answer, you jump to religion and their background. Yes, President Mahama. What has Mahama got to do with this conversation? In short, Gideon Boakon could not prove to Ghana for say Mahamudu Bawumia is not a failure. Mahamudu Bawumia, Gideon Boakon, only a special aid and advisor to Bawumia, could not sit on radio to tell Ghana for say Bawumia is not a failure. He is trying to make everybody who is part of the NPP a failure because they don't want to admit to say Bawumia has failed. And then Amokache say Bawumia is economist. And then Amokache say Bawumia was credentials than anybody else in Ekufuadu. So today, if we are seeing the negatives, why are you trying to lump everybody and say, oh, Mahamudu Bawumia, and Kennedy Agyapong not to board, so Brady Champion or deputy minister? I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. I fucking care about what job your candidate did. Because everybody have their individual resume. I am looking at Bawumia's resume. I am questioning you on the resume. I am not questioning you on an MPP resume. I am questioning you on Mahamudu Bawumia's resume. So don't tell me that you are sitting in the same class with Kennedy Agyapong. So whatever Kennedy Agyapong got, we have to use that to judge you or admit you. You need to tell me as a member of the class and as an individual who sat for your personal exams, why did you come out with this number? You as a journalist, you sit there, now do you think this will convince anybody to vote for Bawumia? No. He could not justify why Ghanaians should vote for Bawumia if these animals decide to make him flag bearer. And you see, we have been doing this job for a long time. Yeah, no, the reason why Debia Metrana Makache Ghana for say MPP for Jimmy. Mahamudu Bawumia and I'm Ghana na Okache Ghana for say we are sorry. We are sorry. He's apologizing on behalf of himself and appointees. Hey. And you see, let's get serious as a nation. The NPP, Bawumia, these people are jokers. And some of the media journalists from TTV, now, I want to discuss something with you today. And what I want to discuss with you, is got to do with Kennedy Agyapong. It's got to do with the primaries now. Now, there's something going on, I believe, say, as a Ghanaian, people say Kennedy Agyapong, the air koso in summer omo kachreno. Nipe bi omo party nim omo kache Kennedy Agyapong. Science samono o deserve ana. Is he actually reaping what he sowed? Kennedy Agyapong at a point, nyoma bia or ye as a politician, no, eno na ende onya ho akutua e wo MPP mu ana. Somebody will ask this fair question. Let me be very honest with you. Osha Bawumia campaign, Kennedy Agyapong campaign na. The Bawumia campaign team, they have been very, very diabolical, dirty, and stupid. As much as I don't care about Kennedy, I know Kennedy is not intelligent to be president. I know Kennedy is not ripe to even lead a chicken farm. Osha omo campaign no mo yena. Bawumia group no. Enkofubu Bawumia group no. The way they are campaigning, the deliberate way omo gu Kennedy Agyapong enimase nipe bia. Omo nye nipa anka, with all due respect, Kennedy kura fie yaka say omo be perform kura Kennedy will not allow no. Today, those people are looking in the face of Kennedy Agyapong, calling themselves MPP for, telling Kennedy Agyapong things on a normal day, nobody would tell him. You ask yourself, it is because Kennedy Agyapong, dear Odia yano, and the MPP for, and Kwarano, Omu Chachreno. And there are so many people in this party, and I'm speaking as an MPP person today. You see, there be one party ni muno. There air koso. She ensembia nipeka. On a normal day. Abronya DC. Wakache obia wa party ni muse oye Bawumia nipa. She ensema abronya DC kafa Kennedy Agyapong. And you want to tell me, say, Mahamudu Bawumia has not heard any of these? No, he has heard it. Now, say Yatu Abani Ria. Is Bawumia going to extend a hand to Kennedy to come and join him campaign around the nation? Because the kind of things are in summer abronye chairman won't to me. Now, my member video at a point, low life referrals. Low life. Yakas will be a low lifer. Oni ukura ekura. Oni bibia mpo chen ekura. The life is worth not more than a rat. You can say low life. You see boy bi ni ni mada obe join MPP ko ka o sedien. Ne sisru ha nyina wa hye. A low life rat on Bobra because of Bawumia influence, because of what they are doing in the MPP. Such a person to me tina TV so no akase or no on pe obi a wabodam. Why should the MPP elect candidate Japan a wabodam to lead the NPP? A low life. Okay? When you listen, these are things they are saying on Wuntumi Radio, and these are Bawumia's people.
Because they need direction, they need purpose. Now we be deal call for them. Me boss ye ni tu ho adwuma o. Ye mi ani ti so da. Nipa me ni adwuma ye mi ani tu so da. Na say nipa ye bia ni tu so man ko so go contest election. Ni ya kwahin. Obi a what can be party. We be deal call for them. Me boss ye ni tu ho adwuma o. Ye mi ani ti so da. Nipa me ni adwuma ye mi ani tu so da. Na say nipa ye bia ni tu so man ko so go contest election. Ni ya kwahin. Obi a what can be party. We be deal call for them. Me boss ye ni tu ho adwuma o. Ye mi ani ti so da. Nipa me ni adwuma ye mi ani tu so da. Na say nipa ye bia ni tu so man ko so go contest election. Ni ya kwahin. Obi a what can be party.
Saboy we etina ready say ba omia ye ne boss. Na ono ne boss e ba omia ye mbie ni tiri so. Na e den ye fa obi a ye bie ni tiso a technically wa bodam to come and lead the NPP. Or to chairman Wuntumi Radio so. And all catch we as say Irade ya go Kennedy Agyapong. Because of politics, boy we the coca was a ding. A low life o. Kennedy car tie back e betima hwe boy we and then ma me copy so me. Kennedy Agyapong the car tie back e betima hwe boy we ne ma me ne papa e copy so me. But boy way because of politics, Bawumia ehye de chi etna TV so because of primaries e bie na no ka che Kennedy say ono ne boss Bawumia ye bie na adwene so on board am na ye den ye kofa obi a ye bie na adwene so say on meye party ni flag bearer. I'm going to be very honest here. Ma hu say Kennedy nkofo no eye campaign, but when you compare Bawumia nkwara na nyoma omoka in summer omoka wo TV so the radio so against Kennedy Agyapong, then I ask myself, Kennedy Agyapong, and after all this, Sankofo we frel sebedi omuchi campaigner, are you going to get up from your house to say because of party unity, after all these things, in some way you gather your people to follow Bawumia to go and campaign to make Bawumia president. Now, low life way catch the wosa wa bottom. You cannot lead the MPP. I will be disappointed. Say, after all this, say we a Kennedy Agyapong, I was sorry. Say, I am going to follow Bawumia. Sa boy we would see you as a madman. Because Uncle say a hook a crampo beton so. Say, asoma mi be manwa king. A your party na mi wom. Party a wom oni position o. Bawumia na hwe no. Abronya de oye ma Bawumia. Na ye den na low life way. Ohie ni ba. Na sesro ha nyina etutu. Aye artificial na hye. Otumi tina radio so ka say, "Wo Kennedy, ye bie wa adwene so no wa bodam, you don't deserve." Ono ne boss Bawumia on board am o. Asante na all ka wono. Asante na all ka akire wo Kennedy Agyapong. And it's so I just want to ask my Kennedy, maybe some a simple question. It's when you and do we are upon in some uncofo when you king and how aggressive they are just because of power. Are you going to tell your people, your beloved followers, who are going to be beaten on election day? Some of them who are going to lose their lives, which I know for a fact, because the Bawumia MPP, they have decided to do everything to win these elections. Eddie Kennedy, are you going to get up and come stand on TV and say, Ghana for me pese me di Bawumia chi na Bawumia equity president inti montuma Bawumia? Are you going to do that? Akompreko. Is that what you represent? Video no sha ya emu ehwem. Hwe video na. It is painful.
Because they need direction, they need purpose. Now we be deal call for them. Me boss ye ni tu ho adwuma o. Ye mi ani ti so da. Nipa me ni adwuma ye mi ani ti so da. Na say nipa ye bia ni ti so man ko so go contest election. Ni ya kwahin. Obi a what can be party. Me boss ye ni tu ho adwuma o. Ye mi ani ti so da. Nipa me ni adwuma ye mi ani ti so da. Na say nipa ye bia ni ti so man ko so go contest election. Ni ya kwahin. Obi a what can be party. Me boss ye ni tu ho adwuma o. Ye mi ani ti so da. Nipa me ni adwuma ye mi ani ti so da. Na say nipa ye bia ni ti so man ko so go contest election. Ni ya kwahin. Obi a what can be party.
No, this is disheartening. And I don't blame these people who are being sponsored by Bawumia to do this. It's fine. The party is behind these people. They have rigged the elections already. They will rig, Bawumia will win. But I want to see if Agyapong has integrity, has credibility. Into Sankofu where we are. So the Ekaya Nina, Mamma Freman Fanko. Agyapong way, one on call for Nina, Mam Rambedi Bawumiachi. Now, when I almost so about Damono. Who can the normal say, ye be a wide genesono? When I refraps aso quasia, so why didn't ye jumano? Now, what for in conform ma? Say, young Kodi Bawumiachi non Kodi president in the name of party. But and yet in the name of party and focus handsome way. People are saying these things in the name of party. It hurts me. People are saying all these things against you because in the name of party. So are you going to use in the name of party? Senkofo we sisi wie. Omo bomu wie. Eji 2 mini wie. Are you going to say in the name of party? Enti omo amodi omo kra to ho. E supporting your musika. They should listen to these things and follow Bawumiana. Yeah, I can be being true. I might have my differences with Agyapong, and everybody knows it. Agyapong, we go back and forth. We have even ended up in court. He's not an enemy. The right thing was supposed to be done, and it was done, and I walked out as the victor in court against Kennedy, and it is on record. But you see, for Kennedy to be subjected to stuff like this abuse, this kind of thing, because he says to say he also wants to lead the party. He says to say Obi bedi party nim and he lose ekodu 38% into a percent or no subedi nim na who send your party no Ghana begina tum. What is wrong about that? Ye nyina ne te party nim and na ye yi asime si se onkodi nim and ye lose margin bi nsi world politics muda. And on so hu say okay. Mesuma menko ebia Ghana fo hu mi a me hu be yo makono no mo the same party na ba power biem. Why is this going on? Why is Bawumia why is all this going on? Eya den Bawumia ko sen kwara chi o party nim. Bawumia cannot tell me, oh, Abrante and can say my boss, and this boy has been eating from Bawumia's house. He has stood on different platforms to say he's campaigning for Bawumia. Or say my boss, yembie na dream, yembie ni tiso on board amo. Na ya den a party team yama bodam ni bedi enim. Na person bodam ni bedi enim, on penema bodam ni bedi enim. Bodam fo chifo na person be campaign ma. I am being real on this matter. I don't fucking care about the NPP. But Ubebusa said, Kennedy, is he reaping what he has been sowing for years? At the point that Kennedy calling for, he was calling for war in Ghana. We were telling you, Kennedy, at the point, you Kennedy Agyapong, you were saying things you're not supposed to say. John Mahama, Otina TV, so can say, John Mahama. We were telling you, and the rats, riffraffs, and the Bawumia is empowering nobodies to sit on national television on Chairman to Miss Radio to tell the world to say, oh, you beer with this one bodam. You don't have the rights. Party now do seek a shebuno. Party now o kawana mochechire no. You you don't have the right to lead the party. Jack. Kennedy, I make a big intro. Sometimes when I sit here and I tell Ghana for say, Megu pathway, it is for chairman voting in our margin say they are going to be selective who votes and who doesn't vote. They are going to use the party, also a whole party army. They are going to they will win, they will rig. But after rigging, are we the ones you are going to extend a hand to? Also, I abronye yes anyuma wenyina. But we ni minyansa. Kobeka abronye. You know, they are okay Canada no ding. I want to make a statement on what the things you are saying. So about me, intelligent politician, Obefra abronya shademaka say, you know something? We might need these people because we win the elections. We are going to rig. In fact, the way you are going by your conversation and now your communication, we are regional chairman. You are not just anybody in the party. I am going to speak against what you are doing. And what I'm going to do is say, I am going to tell you to tone down and so that we should all come together and have a healthy campaign. After that, you can go back and start doing your things. Do that, Keke. It is called for the optics. Your politics. We are strategists. My politics are chair. But you see, Bawumia is looking on. He's watching Abronye. He's watching Chema Untumi. He's watching these boys. They are empowering them. Fanti comedy mo and Kwasiadio mo ye. These people, Bawumia is still sponsoring them because they want to destroy people. Not just destroy them. They want to take them out of the political cycle. And what Bawumia does want to do to Kennedy is say, person good anymore to the point Kennedy. That is why this boy can sit on Wood TV to say, Kennedy about them. No, not a boss, but we am bored them.
Because they need direction, they need purpose. Now we be deal for them. Me boss, ye ni tu mwe juma ye mi ni tu so da. Nipa me ni juma ye mi ni tu so da. Na say nipa ye bia ni tu so man ko so go contest election. Ni akwahin. Obi a what can give party? Me boss ye ni tu mwe juma ye mi ni tu so da. Nipa me ni juma ye mi ni tu so da. Na say nipa ye bia ni tu so man ko so go contest election. Ni akwahin. Obi a what can give party? Me boss ye ni tu mwe juma ye mi ni tu so da. Nipa me ni juma ye mi ni tu so da. Na say nipa ye bia ni tu so man ko so go contest election. Ni akwahin. Obi a what can give party? Me boss ye ni tu mwe juma ye mi ni tu so da. Nipa me ni juma ye mi ni tu so da. Na say nipa ye bia ni tu so man ko so go contest election. Ni akwahin. Obi a what can give party?
Sad, man. This is sad. But we have a two Kennedy or party him. Hey, this is sad, man. And Obi Beka say, oh Kevin, MPP asem. I can't remember. Me tight MPP. Fine. The leadership is bad. It's terrible. But what I am seeing at time, yeah, it's terrible. At time, it is disgusting. The MPP ni I'm actually who I'm sure the equation, but this is bad. And it hurts me. Kennedy is not good for his health. This going on. Kennedy ba national boy we. And this boy sits on Wontumi TV. Near man at time. Enrichi Kennedy Agyapong, the campaign communicator, lead communicator, or call Wontumi radio so almost cancel show no. Almost almost penny no. Kennedy Agyapong, the campaign no. You see the poor customer campaign no. Call Wontumi radio so I kasa. Almost show no because one funny Jimmy Nko. You see, so the platforms no, they have built it to attack Kennedy. And they have to because Kennedy, this is what your record shows. Adia why you know and Anquarana de Mount. The showdown now. Imbrebi o calling for war. Imbrebi o say Kokumahama. Imbrebi Okikan Samono. These people were watching you. They were listening. They were taking inspiration. Are you blaming me? Are you blaming them? You need to blame yourself. But are you going to be stupid to, at the end of the day, tell people following you to go and follow Bawumia after doing this? No. Then you are not human. then you have no integrity. Now we need answer. Because from what is going on, it is a deliberate attack to destroy you as a person. I can tell you on authority, you cannot beat Bawumia. The system has rigged the elections there already. Hey, yeah. Me, I keep saying, I feel bad for you, Kennedy. Bawumia, I say party no. I destroy everything. It is not worth following. It is not worth investing in. How can a regional chairman sit on TV and boldly say this?
Abona wabono region no eduru say ye ko polling station abona me na me ye ho adwuma enti wa wote WhatsApp platform so aso ko pe MPB atunu ebeduru na adin nim because won to bi me say won to bi wani samu pass abona nso aba no won to bi because me nya sore ne me nya ti free na ye mfa homa ntwe me akire ede se me kwa koduru ba bi asese me catch the car no me apostle ko Joseph me car break nim nti car no kwa me de me sabo car no mu ana car na nkasa agina me nye break ntum nti me ka say won to bia police station one me make sure say it's a matter of phone call na me nipa sumasi mon kra na free system no me no wawie ati mun nya dede no this is not the first time
obi amu habia no 1998 say a repeat almost 1996. If you are almost 2003, 2023. Yes, I repeat to some over 2026. I said, and I can repeat to you. Until the master, sir, I am Bawumia. And they are repeating. Sabi a 40 near repeating one. Because say people do na mama baako, na papa baako, no mua, na say adibie ba baako no betra. First tafo mo ba biase. Aye Azek ne Rebecca, and mo wo ye. Emra mu no, ene bibia mu no. Na Azek say opese iso ene bi na de. Ana na yire eso say opposite Jacob ni na dia. Aso she bibi. Party not say. But what I can tell you, Kennedy, and say, you know, it is up to you. I know you are swallowing a lot of things. It is better you be yourself than to allow these rats to kill you. Be yourself, Kennedy. You are not yourself. Be yourself. Let the people in the party know who you are. Let Ghanaians know who you are. We don't even know who you are again. Anything a rats like these can sit on TV and say, Wabodam. Nobody respects you again. Be yourself. Be yourself. Let the people know who you are. Are you going to go back and support these people after all these derogatory things? A man from which some have integrity, but not because of politics in tea. Bawumia deliberately runs you through the shit. Be yourself. When you are yourself, you are a proud man. Right now, I don't see you as a man who is proud. I see you as a political slave. You are soaking pain because of power. You are soaking insults, disrespect because of power. The same people dragging you through shit are going to tell you to kneel and walk behind them for them to be given bigger power. Are you okay, Kennedy? We are okay. Think about this. They will rig the elections, whether you like it or not. But the people behind you are yedi or matem. Sankura weti TV so kasa wabodam ebi ka oyiri ka uma. Nipa ya set your almost sell integrity. The omo yano is not going to be recovered again. Are you going to say
party nti, you are going to follow Bawumia around the country as a dog? Are you going to say party nti, uno supporters ebedi Bawumia ene sankwara wechi as a dog? What the dignity to be ebedi Bawumia chi say kramain. Na compare kuni afro, the entini afro, unya junso krobo. It is because of something. Be yourself, Kennedy. Be yourself. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. Ochina Bijinim. We will discuss Ghana. We are all messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth to power. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers. Good night. Gigim.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No, no answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium, it was Belgium, it was 2 Belgium, why you
No. Come upon. I'm sorry. Nan come upon. But there's one video it really worries me. Nan come upon. Normally I don't do this. Washa in Sambia. Omo catch Kennedy.
National Council. Mumisa Kodia said this planning committee report whereby say a nipa say MPP amanyoku say a person kuoni ye a nipa or damage kuonu okita anti-party behavior our MPP amanyoku no Kennedy Agyapong asin dumping destroyer otimiko ton ye seat edema A+ or no. I report to know what Kodia HCCI, a Kodia Nimnientia, this planning committee. I report to the Abasa Yam Pam Kennedy Japan Free Quonum, not Kodia report to Noso. And maybe back and watch them. After 31st, you better be Kodia, Nientia or Tissa report to Noso. And Nadia Dini area, Yenina, observe Niama. Emrebi baba the best so called Yanankasako, near Bisan say, party no structures. Structure ni bini say, this planning committee report to Abase, Kennedy Japan behavior. A different man panini ko 4 pence war. Wamo chronicle Niama Kennedy Japan ya. Ama MPP amanyokuo. Enya kono. This planning committee no chronicle sa Niamani nina. Awo. That's in Kodia Okita report no. One anim nientia besine one sa report no before the National Executive Committee and National Council. And the Muamoka anti-party no Obianim sa abronya and abronya attacking MPP. Obiantina Babian Kase MPP. Mementina Babin Kase MPP a failure. Now more candidate no. Samoma Gene Yamo say attacking Kennedy Japan ya attacking MPP dia and your nan your woman dwinimuno e wo fam kakra.
Just say we are regional chairman. That this is despicable and this is sponsored by Bawumia. Bawumia cannot tell you and I that he's not heard this. And Tiensema Abronya a regional chairman eka. And see what the young people in the party Kennedy. This is beyond everything. And I know that they are going to switch on your wife because that is a conversation that has gone on. Oh, sir, Koka was a dear boy, no. Bawumia Chia and the rent man. These are people who are being fed like dogs by Bawumia. Koka, I have an MPP WhatsApp group. Kennedy, sometimes you need some evidence to give you reality check. Hey, I will show you what they are saying in their closed door WhatsApp group. You'll be shocked what they want to do to your wife. And I brought you way. You are seeing it. It's when you and we are. Dear baby, Obesa Suma on call for Mudu, which is in the name of party. What is Asman Ablonyeka? Wo na wo ye antichrist or party. Iti in the name of party nti omo ye we no. Wo di in the name of party nti be da ne kraman. Edi tani we chi sonko ye campaign na. Because sa tani we so buwa and ko be catch in call for me say, hey, Mama Yemfa enidie Emma Kennedy. But you see, in all this, Mahamudu Bawumia is quiet. He's enjoying it because it is playing well for him. And Muhammadu Kennedy, more advice, no. Muhammadu MPP from the Kennedy, you need to understand it is better the party stays in opposition. Right? They have already rigged the elections. But the chart how they planned the rigging. They have finished rigging the elections. They are a waste of money. They are a waste of money. Hear what Abronya was saying. A party reporter, Obian Ridi, you say, and the party co-position partner say no chrono galam say a resemi you say wo and I was say party the co-position. These same people will turn around and say, Kennedy Bekanya Honi campaign. They are calling you Antichrist. Because Mahamudu Bawumia has given them the green light. Jack, I'm sad today, eh? It is worrying. And you might not like me as an MPP person, it's fine. But I do sometimes we need to protect our integrity. Sometimes we cannot be dogs all the time. We cannot be used as dogs all the time. They be and that is what Bawumia wants to do to you, Kennedy. He wants to do now. They want to turn you into a dog because they know no matter what they do to you today, you will still come back and say, "Party, let me follow them and campaign for them." Jack, damn it, man! I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers. Abuache.
Yo, we are best fishermen.
Adafunum, the live show no ABC Hanum saying for today. Na yankasa yedi ye hu ewo my name no say ye my yankasa. It's up to us. Send me kind e kan no. If you have plans of buying a STARLINK device, whether the mini or the big size, no, go into the description of this video kindly and then use the referral link over there. The fire or purchase, no, and then you get 1 month free subscription. This is officially from STARLINK Ankasa. This is a referral link straight from the official STARLINK page. Go into the description of this video if you have plans of buying a STARLINK device. If I STARLINK no, if I make you a purchase no, then you get 1 month free subscription. STARLINK comes with unlimited data to do whatever you want to do. Unlimited for 1 month. No data cap, no breakages. Very smooth. That is what we are using for the live show tonight. It is if you have any plans of buying STARLINK in Ghana here, it's just 2,500 cedis now. 2,500 cedis thereabout to get a STARLINK mini device. To use the link down below in the description to make your purchase. Edamuni na asese mujina so abesi samri. We meet again next time, maybe tomorrow. Nti emfa mo nsi ahanum sen yedamuni na ase yakram.
Adinyina ewiye yeni ewurade. Adinyina ewiye yeni Yehuwa. Isro na mesi wotwiro butentima. Wayedi wonsemnyina nyaminim. Yo ahwefo musomfo ya usapon na minimohye. wohwɛ me ɛwɔ trending gh celebs. And the moon and subscribe it.